WIFTBPM.
Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Remy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
But every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
About National Join a Positive Black Organization Day, because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
This song is for you, yeah. Can we cruise down the boulevard while we're holding hands, being happy like we used to be? Oh yeah. Then I'ma pull up at the store, go get you a roll, get your favorite. You know it's gonna be all good. Oh yeah, babe. And if you don't mind, baby, I wanna make you smile all night, babe, while we listen to this song that I made for you. And this song is for dancing. This song is for singing. This song is for making good love to you. And this song is for moving, and you know it's meant for grooving, yeah. This song is for making some real good love to you, love to you, love to you, yeah. All night. Can we just relax, go kick it in the park, romancing in the dark, let the stars be our light. Oh yeah, baby. Then I'ma tell you everything I know your body wanna hear. So baby, listen closely to me. It's all good. Oh yeah, baby. And if you don't mind, baby, I wanna make you smile all night, babe. While we listen to this song I made for you. This song is for dancing. This song is for singing. This song is for making good love to you. This song is for moving. This song is for grooving. This song is for making some real good love to you, love to you, love to you. All night. let me ask you something.
WIIFTBPM.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System them is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System the milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System the milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System the milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson, on what day is this? This is Wednesday. This is week 304 Wednesday. All right. It's Wednesday. I got bros in different area codes. Oh. See, I like that, Riis. I like that. Oh, I forgot. Oh, okay. I see how you did that. Right? It's week 304 Wednesday. So we are here in the studio. I'm feeling all right today. I can't complain. The Lord has blessed me another day, and I am grateful to be here. So I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for joining us every morning from 6 to 9. I want y'all to start making your plans. Make your plans, because we're going to podcast and Patreon. That's right, podcast and Patreon. Soon as we get us a new mayor or a mayor or reelect a mayor. I'm not going to put my finger on the scale. I'm just going to talk about what I think is going on. There's so much going on right now, too. So let me do this. That's a lot going on today. Actually, it's not a lot going on. It's a lot in my mind today that I want to share. But I think I got to give a big old supreme shout out to somebody that's out here right now. Because they was somebody we know. What they say, Riis, they got the memo? Is that like they understood the job. Is that what is it? They understood the assignment. That's it. They understood the assignment. So I got the I'm gonna do something real quick. You see my girl today? She understood the assignment yesterday. Shout out to Cassandra Matz. If you all have not gone to Cassandra Matz's Facebook page, if you have not gotten it, I'm sharing the image right now of our dear Cassandra yesterday. I think she, you know what I wonder, Riis, though? Did she wait till after she got there? Did she have to cover it up and then be like, bam? Or did she walk up to the governor and be like, there ain't no smiling behind here? She hit him with the double whammy. She got him with the face. She hit him with the black people first and the what's in it for the black people. So shout out to Cassandra Matz. I know the governor was like, we should analyze what the governor actually thought when he took the picture. He was probably like, hold on, I'm gonna
blow it up.
I'm gonna give you a full screen. Right, you're right. Let me change this one. Hold on. How do I do it? No. Anyway, I'll get it up there. We gonna put, hold on, let me just go get another one. Let me just go pull another one down for you. Cause you know, Cassandra was not, she was like, I ain't no joke. Here we go. We got, dang it. All right, but yeah, Cassandra Matz ran into the governor yesterday. And I think when she ran into him, Riis, I'm going to go ahead and throw a picture up here real quick. Let me take this down. How we get this up? Man, boy, I'm around here working this switcher like a madman, but I'm going to tell you, there you go, your girl. There she go. Full size. There she go. What's in it for the black people face mask? Black people first shirt. JB was like, damn it. We should tweet this around the country. Like, everybody should be like, yeah, that's Cassandra Matz. Hold on, let me see if I can take myself out of this one. If I'm gone out of there. There you go. That's what you want to see right there. Shout out Cassandra Matz. Nope. She got her black people first. And you know what she texted me when she texted me the picture, Riis? She said, I'm not smiling. Look at her eyes. Shout out to Cassandra Matz. We're going to talk about a little bit more about Cassandra's situation.
JB for me in the background.
Right,
That's
like,
what it is.
Right. But that was the point.
That's how he look at him.
God.
He ain't even smiling for real. Like, you know how
right.
like, usually politicians, they give you like the real big smile. He's not even smiling for real.
Just like, I really don't want to put black people. I really got them last. Don't make me take this picture. I think I'm changing my profile picture to this. Because, you know, like, it almost seems like he would have been smart to smile in this picture, even if he ain't like it. Because I promise you, we should just make this picture go viral. Like, here, now if you put this, and you put this on top of the tape, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's see what it look like, and does the picture match? Yeah, let's see if it matches. Like, put this up there. Hold on. This is a way to open up your morning. Riis, turn up the volume. I haven't turned it up yet.
You coming from your computer?
Yep, okay, computer.
Blagojevich discuss appointing Pritzker to Illinois' U.S. Senate seat. You will hear Blagojevich ask Pritzker for a large donation. And what you will not hear is Pritzker rule out an appointment. In these FBI recordings, you'll also hear Pritzker ask Blagojevich to appoint a dangerously corrupt deal with Mike Madigan.
So I'd love to talk to you about, because I I'm sure you've got a lot of people who are throwing ideas, and I want to chat with you about that too. But I have something else I'm calling you about today, which is I just heard this morning that Alexei might get appointed to something. in Washington. Have you heard that?
Yeah, there was like a news report or something that was kind of mentioned, right?
Right.
I find that very hard to believe.
Throw some odd idea.
Uh-huh.
If it were true, what I heard,
yeah,
and it were real,
it could be. I mean, I'm just thinking that. I'm giving you my read on it.
Alexei.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's the one I would want.
Now, how about this scenario?
It makes a lot of sense.
Listen, at some point I've got to support, provide for my family. In a perfect world, provide for your family, do good, keep some sort of viability, and get back in the game at some point, if there's any opportunity, but not at this level. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean,
I'm not called either one of those guys to ask them to do that. It's a brand new idea here, but I throw that out at you. And finally, look, even if none of those things make sense for you, I'd love to help you in any way I can, with any decision making you decide to,
That's my wrong tape. I need the other one, but that's okay. Dang, he was talking about Alexi too. I wanted to do what do you be like when you got caught talking crazy about somebody and they see you? They be like, yeah. I'd be like, Sam, yeah, that's me. I'm gonna ask you a question. I ain't gonna go there. Anyway, shout out to our girl Cassandra Matz, who understood the assignment. BP1, they want you to be smiling. They want you to be like, it's all good. But it ain't. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson, on this week 304 Wednesday. Just had to give a shout out to my girl, Cassandra Matz. But let me do this. Let me say what's up to my man, DJ Riis the Ruler, on the ones and twos. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling today?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest. And we back today, man.
What you mean?
We back with 304 today, man. I'm going off the iPad today, man. We've been wanting to do it, so.
All right, hey y'all,
I'm feeling a little encouraged today.
Check out DJ Riis the Ruler and his toy gonna be with you.
Oh,
All right, check out Riis and Toy tonight. They're gonna be doing week 304. Where do you go to week 304 Wednesday Facebook page?
Yeah, Toy or me, you'll find us on there.
Yep, man. Let me tell you, one of the funniest, craziest people who I crack up on the internets with. Even though I think she been snapping on somebody getting it. Somebody done stepped in it. But boy, does Toy Mama know she got a Facebook page? Dude, that cannot be her real name. Because her mama cannot be seeing all this. Toy be snapping off. Anyway, week 304 Wednesday going to be off the chain. So y'all check them out tonight. DJ Riis the Ruler and Toy Norwood, week 304 Wednesdays. What time y'all coming on?
8:30.
8:30 p.m. Catch them out. Go to Chemo Sabi Big Ballin' is my hobby. The week 304 Wednesday. Or Toy Norwood, and you will be able to get your week 304 on. Look, y'all don't be freaking around here. See, I got new chairs around here. I can't be wiping my stuff down every day yet. I'm just not ready yet. But y'all check them out tonight. It is a week 304 Wednesday officially today. So 8:30 tonight. Check it out, y'all. Y'all make sure. Now, I'm not going to even charge for that promotion. Now, I'm going to go on there. I'm going to count how many morning show people is at the week 304. And then this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a week 304 post-show chat. Right? See, because some of y'all be traumatized after week 304 Wednesdays. So we're going to arrange a counseling session. Right? Where y'all can afterwards, after y'all through being traumatized, y'all can come on back. Don't be coming over here tomorrow morning with them nasty mouths talking about that nasty stuff y'all was talking about. And y'all, please do not let Riis go in the alley. Do not let him go in the alley. That is the most famous. I will never forget that as long as I live. 7 guys caught you in the alley. Week 304 Wednesdays, man. Y'all check them out tonight. I am sure. Let me tell you. With everything that done been happening, can I ask y'all a question? Can y'all please analyze the Paul Pelosi story? Right? The naked man's, how is a naked man hammer fight going on? 2 naked men, you take a hammer, I'm gonna take a hammer. You know what that reminds me of? Django. Remember when when
he got loose and he had to.
No, when they made the black people fight.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
they was in there having a naked wrestling match. Was that what was going on? okay, I still gotta ask this. Y'all, you mean to tell me that they don't even got a Ring camera? They don't got a Ring camera. Reese.
They live in a safe neighborhood, man. It hasn't been nothing like this happens in our neighborhood. You know, it's
naked men don't come in and jump in and okay, I'm through. Cause y'all gonna be calling me a conspiracy theorist. Then the next thing I'm gonna be like is a Pelosi denier. I'm not a Pelosi denier. I'm just saying, man. Do y'all remember Lee Miglin? Anybody remember this story? Andrew Cunanan? Did y'all look that up yesterday? See, it was so big during the time that Biggie had to talk about it. All right, I'm gonna find y'all some history. Cause somewhere in this hammer fight is some.
What was the other man doing naked?
He was asleep.
So, but what was the guy that came in with that?
He probably had to grease his body down to slide through the door that did not have any forced entry. So you know how, like on the movies where you gotta grease your body up and get naked so you can slide in, and then they just had an oil fest fight that hammered.
He just walking around with the grease, like I'm trying to figure that out. Like
Reese, I'm trying. Look, man. Look,
out?
Juicy. Look.
Know what I'm gonna tell you how he planned it out tonight. I'm gonna tell you how he planned
Get
it out.
See, look, that's why you want to tune in to week 304 Wednesday. Cause like Reese, here go the thing. See, this is what you gotta do. This is your stick. You gotta be able to justify the lie for dude. Right? Like, man, Jan,
I know what he was thinking. I got it.
Look,
I know what he was thinking.
Look, see? Look, he was really thinking if I slid it, let me tell you. I ain't going to even go there. I'm going to let it be. I'm going to leave it for week 304 Wednesday. But something is not right about, and Nancy Pelosi don't seem traumatized. Like, I don't see her at the door crying. She like, y'all caught that nigga again. Look, she was like, I'm trying. When they said she found out her husband was in she said, I'm trying to make my way back. Bro, she is the third. You do know she got a jet, right? You know that the speaker of the House can say, ring me up a jet, Holmes, I'm going home. And if it ain't a federal jet, it's 3 million lobbyists in Washington, D.C. that'll be like, Madam Speaker, here is the keys to the jet. Matter of fact, if she called me up and said she needed a jet, I would, because you know how much the value I would get back from that? She ain't even trying to get home.
She could probably ride first class for free. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Reese, she ain't touching no private. She ain't touching.
Though.
Yeah.
She
No,
anything,
military. Reese, she could get on an F-16 if she wanted to and go back. She could be to California in like 2 hours.
She's traumatized. She doesn't want to go back at that time.
Just like old boy was traumatized with the naked burglar.
She feels like her house has been violated. You know?
It has been violated.
She doesn't feel like it's her home anymore.
You know how many times that bed probably been violated when she in whatchamajigga?
No, man. That doesn't happen.
Reese. Paul, slippery, naked fight, naked hammer fight. He was like, your turn today. No! I'm not doing Yo, and in San Francisco too? Fam, I didn't see.
Not in San Francisco too.
No, I'm saying because of the wild and crazy stuff that happens in San Francisco with like the drug usage and the like it's rampant. Anyway, do you know what this makes me think of? Remember that super high post Democratic fundraiser who was giving guys meth and then raping them?
I ain't never heard of that.
How you doing week 304 Wednesdays?
No,
and he was like one of the top Democratic donors, but he would find like poor homeless like black dudes and offer them meth and crazy drugs and take care of them and then rape them and then started killing people.
Wow.
Hey man, from California, man, I think we gotta stop letting the California Democrats run stuff anyway. Okay. Mace Jackson show. So Riis, you blessed by the best. Week 304 Wednesday tonight. We got a little bit off track with that. So tonight, don't forget to check him out. Ed Buck was his name was Buck? Oh, Jesus. Whew. All right. Let's get the soul plane up and away. We're going to take off once again. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Man, it's been a tremendous... I ain't know the dude was plugged like that. Like, social media been, like, crazy. Like, I was listening to WBBM today, and they were like, and today, the rapper Takeoff passed away, was murdered yesterday at a dice game where rapper, was it Quavo? He and rapper Quavo were there, apparently, at a dice game. I mean, it was white people was reporting on it. And you know, like, when a rapper die, white people, like, BBM ain't reporting on no rappers dying. They ain't. Not unless they died in Chicago. They was I'm saying because they was like, they was on the Magnificent Mile, and rapper FBG GBD SYZ from the Cluck family was down in our neighborhood shooting. But I don't even think I heard about Biggie. If we didn't have MTV, I don't think we would have known Biggie died or Tupac died in Chicago.
No, I heard but we were listening to like the radio.
Well, that's my point. Yeah, like if we didn't have MTV, BET, and GCI, and like nobody, white people was not worried about Biggie.
I remember both of them, like Biggie and Tupac.
Man, I remember waking up to Biggie. I remember waking up to Biggie, and me and Big Swill was supposed to go to the Vibe Awards, but Big Swill had money and I didn't, so we didn't go. Then we went the next year, and it was crazy because we went, and while we were there, it was like extra crazy, and everybody was extra flexing. And then we went to Snoop had a party at the airport, and then it turned into like a blood crip joint, and everybody bounced out, and all we was thinking was, damn, who gonna die this time? And we was like, at least we'll be here this time. Anyway, it's the Mace Jackson Show. So rest in peace to rapper Takeoff one more time. I did not know, but now I know. I want to know who's backing Chewy's run and all this poll, because remember, he didn't have no money, but somebody tipped me off yesterday. Riis, guess who it is? The Teamsters. The Teamsters are supporting Chewy Garcia. They like, bust this crap. And the Teamsters is rogues, bro. I don't even know if the Teamsters respect nobody. Like in the labor joint, they be like, this our joint. So be on the lookout for Chewy and the Mustache Crew to have more mustaches on the team. All right. City Council budget meeting today. They're going to look to pass the budget. Hey, I thought tinted windows was legal now.
But you can't have your driver window. I don't think your driver window can be tinted.
Wait. You supposed to have 3 windows tinted, but not the driver window? Yeah. Somebody, okay, I need to get clear on this because the guy at the tint store was like, oh, you can tint them now. So I got them tinted. I really don't want to get pulled over. But they said there was pushback because they are tired. They reduced the fines for tinted windows and they reduced the fines for covered license plates. And the white aldermen are like, hell no. You know, that's why we can't see in the car, because these Negroes be rolling through our neighborhoods. If we could see they was black, we could get them for driving while black. Now we got to get them for driving while black with black tint. Did you see the thing yesterday? I was watching Chicago Tonight. They have a push for sidewalk snow removal. Do y'all shovel y'all sidewalk when y'all shovel? You supposed to. You know it's illegal not to, but a lot of people don't. Hey man, I have been
supposed to shovel the whole like your little.
You're supposed to drive your driveway in front of your from your fence line to your fence line.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but people don't do that.
Right.
Yeah, man, you have been on the south side. Like I ain't gonna lie, you know you have to walk down certain blocks and it's just the footprints.
Yeah, or you gotta walk in the street.
Or you gotta walk in the street. So they're trying to do a pilot program where the city becomes responsible for it, for plowing the sidewalks. I think. Let me tell you what I used to do. When I was the chief of staff in the 27th Ward, I bought a industrial snowblower. And like I would go to our big senior blocks and I would just plow the sidewalk and plow up a path to their door, and then nobody had to worry about it. In places like the 13th Ward, like where Madigan and them are, they recognize that their job is service. So you know what they do, Riis? They have their own little snow and truck removal and all that stuff, and it says courtesy of the 13th Ward, and they come and plow your stuff and everything. You know who else is good with that? Cicero. Do you know if you're a senior citizen in Cicero and you need a light bulb change, you can call and they will come and change your light bulb? You laughing, but think about how many seniors fall trying to climb a ladder.
I was just laughing because Cicero. You said Cicero.
The row. Hey man, you know it's only like 16 black people in Cicero.
Yeah, my dad actually used to live in Cicero.
He lived in one precinct.
Yeah.
They all the black people in Cicero, and it's
Close
right by
Cicero.
it's right by Cicero.
Yeah.
It's like Cicero and Roosevelt, right?
Yeah,
and it's like Cicero and Roosevelt because it's that little store right there, and it's like when you cross it, it's like that whole little corner.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly where you stayed in that area. You stayed close to that area right there.
Because you go any further, some of them be like, "Hey Joe,
what you doing over here?
What's up, Holmes? 2-1 Holmes."
No, sister, that's nice. I like that though.
Yeah, man. They'll take you to the grocery store too. Like you can call them and say, "Hey, I need to go to the grocery store." There'll be a bus that will pick you up and it'll tell you what time it's coming back and bring you back. They do everything for their seniors, right? So that, they keep on voting. Yep. Cicero, I mean, people don't be tripping. Cicero, I remember I got chased out of Cicero when I was a kid. And the white boys I was with, I ran, they stayed. I was like, oh Lord, I don't even want to talk about it. Oh, the days of Oreoitis. I gotta change. You know what I'm saying? Yes, when you're out there hanging with the white guys and they be like, get the nigger! And everybody's looking around I'm like, who are they talking about? Where are we going? Who are we gonna go get? Ooh, they talking about you, dude. Me? I'm not like them. Here you are. This ain't Bolingbrook, dude. Chicago Community Trust. For so many years, I just remember saying Chicago Community Trust and Helene Gayle. Helene Gayle left Chicago Community Trust to go become the president of Spelman College, and now a Latino, Andrea Sainz, is now the new boss of the Chicago Community Trust. See how that happened, Riis? It went from a black person to a Latino person. It is the largest charitable organization in Chicago. They manage most of the largest amount of charitable contributions. So they got billions of dollars, and they pass it out. So during Helene Gayle's time, her thing was about trying to bring black businesses up. Now, my challenge with bringing black businesses up through nonprofits is nonprofits really don't do business. But that stated, once again, one of the top spots leaves the spot of the number one charitable spot number one civic spot in Chicago is now in the hands of a Latina. Again, moving the chain along. Now, we don't know if she's a Latina or a Latina X, but I would bet that she's a Latina, not Latina X. Senator Hastings is tripping. Riis, did you hear about, you remember Senator Hastings? That's the guy who they said alleged beat up his wife. It is alleged that he had a settlement with our dear friend Cassandra. Riis, they unsealed his divorce papers, and in the unsealing of his divorce papers, it was revealed that he has physically assaulted his wife. You know what he did yesterday? His wife's name is Catherine. He mailed out his wife's name is Catherine Hastings. He mailed a letter to Kate Hastings, from Kate Hastings, that was not his wife, trying to trick the people to say that he wasn't a bad guy. So, Riis, they unseal your divorce papers. It says the stuff that you've done to your wife. He wants to remain elected, and he's saying that these people are making this stuff. So what he does is he goes and makes up a letter from another woman named Kate. His wife's name is Catherine. He finds a woman named Kate Hastings and then sends a letter to everybody making them think that it's his wife saying that this is bogus. That's crazy to me. Now, there's got to be a point. Riis, when is it the point when you be like, okay, I forgot. You said you ain't never getting you. Never. You ain't never admitting it. So, Senator Hastings, we going to talk about this in a minute. Because we got to talk about this. This is really important. Because it's not just a lie, Riis. It's now around domestic violence and domestic abuse. No one cared when it was the black woman. But now that we've got two white women who are saying the same thing, I want to talk about it a little bit more. Let's see. Did y'all hear about this dump Tim Evans thing? So what could have been one of the most uneventful elections cycles, there is a movement to dump Tim Evans. Now, what it is Tim Evans needs 60% to be retained. He just got reelected as the chief judge, but a lot of the white aldermen are upset with his stance on crime. So guess what they're doing, Riis? They're trying to encourage people to not retain Tim Evans. That is crazy, and we're going to talk about it because nobody black is paying attention to it, but all the white people on the north side are like running this campaign that says dump Tim Evans, so they're telling white people not to vote for him. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The last time Tim Evans was in trouble was when Tony Preckwinkle ran a white candidate, Tom Allen, against him. And it was myself and Carrie Austin who came to his defense, and we actually embarrassed the Democratic Party to the point where everybody stepped away. Riis, during that time, Tim Evans called me every day, 4 times a day. Chief Judge, no lie. Riis, he was calling me son, and thank you if it wasn't for you, son, and blah, blah, blah. And if you ever, Riis, literally the day after the election, I called him. He's never returned my calls since that moment. I got the video. We went on the radio. We snapped off. We went crazy. We talked about everybody. We called Tony Preckwinkle out so much so that the mainstream media put the spotlight on him, and everybody was embarrassed. You know how you get caught doing something like you thought you was making a move, and we was like, And the TV, the news, I'll bring some clips back. Like, it was on Chicago Tonight. Carrie Austin was like, and she snapped off on Tony Preckwinkle. It was crazy. And Tim Evans, and it was this big thing because the white people was trying to take out Tim Evans. Riis, Tim Evans has never returned my call since that day. When I tell you he called me 6 and 7 times a day, up until that point, I can show you the radio shows we did. We had all the black media. We had everybody. We ain't talked to him since. Not bothered to come on the show. Never bothered to say thank you. So I really don't care. Let me back up. The reason that we help people, black people, is so that when black people need help, Tim Evans, to me, is the epitome of, I'm going to let that go. I'm going to save it till 8 o'clock because I got a lot to say about that. I got a lot to say about that. And it's like, so are we supposed to come to your aid and assist after the last time we did and you ain't returned nobody call? White boys came up. The number 2 came up. It's Mace Jackson show. But Tim Evans is suffering from the social equity backlash, right? While J.B. Pritzker is running around telling about he let everybody out, and the Safety Act. So we need to talk about that. So the white aldermen on the north side are leading a charge to dump Tim Evans, to not retain him. And then I just want to point out, have you all heard of this movie Armageddon Ties? I think it's particularly interesting. Armageddon Times. It is the story of a Jewish family that moves to Queens and how they teach their youth to stand up for black people. Armageddon times. I think that the timing is particularly interesting in the face of everything that we're seeing. I think it's kind of interesting that it's being released at the same time that our education and affirmative action is being dismantled, and the charge is being led by diverse group of people. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the rule on the ones and twos. Let's do this, Riis. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back after these messages. And then I want to hit the social media question of the day. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Maze, Riis, we'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion had to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, and I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:46 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. As we head over to sports, Chicago Bulls make a comeback in the fourth quarter as they beat the Brooklyn Nets 108-99 as Zach LaVine drops 20 of his 29 in the fourth quarter. Let's go Bulls. Let's head over to traffic now on the Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop will be 28 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 22. On the Edens, Deerfield to the Exchange, 31 minutes. Exchange back out to Deerfield will be 27. While the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 41 minutes. 39 minutes back out to Thorndale. And the Stevenson at 43 minutes. From I-355 to the Dan Ryan, outbound will be 32. While the Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 44 minutes. 31 minutes to I-80. And the Dan Ryan is 18 minutes to the Loop, 11 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Drive South, 55th to Jackson will be 9 minutes. Jackson to 55th will be 7 and 8 minutes north. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 46 and clear. Today will be a high of 69 with a low of 46. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Wednesday. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
Oh, yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please. God's gonna turn around. Gethsemane, to Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha, oh, Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave. Dear Lord, it's me again. God's gonna turn around. I'm calling on you. You did it before. I believe that you can do it again.
Somebody calling you right now, Lord. If it ain't one thing we need, somebody else needs you for another. Please, son, look and have mercy. Have mercy over our home, Lord. Have mercy. Have mercy. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler, in the building. It is, hold on. 1, 2, verify. Okay, this is really crazy. Y'all ever had to do these things? These, when they try to prove you're not a robot?
We all do, man. And you know what? You know what I asked? My question is, how is a computer gonna ask me if I'm not a computer?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
You're a damn computer.
Right. How's a robot asking me, am I a robot? Like, you should know that. You should know that. I gotta click the stop signs, click the bicycles, pick the red duck. Like, that be getting me every time.
Right, I'm like, come on, man. Y'all
put the code in, read the, and then they had the code all messed up. It's in a gray background with a line through it, and you don't know if it's an S or a Q. It'd be crazy.
100%. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I think. Hold on. I quit. Let's do this real quick. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Rule, on the ones and twos. All right. Why is it like this? All right. The devil is so busy today. Let's see what we can get here. Boom. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show, and it is right here. All right, there we go. Now we got it. All right, so we are back in the building, back on the map. Me and my beautiful. That's all right. Y'all don't know that song. Y'all don't know nothing about the young Hove in the building. Okay, Riis. So, this story about Senator Hastings got me to thinking about a friend of mine. Or a former friend of mine. Riis, I had a homie. Riis, this homie was all-American. He was the man. Like, I'm telling you. Like, this dude was the star quarterback. Like, he was like, he went to the military. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you looked at this dude, when you looked at his resume, he was Mr. All-American. You go somewhere with him, everybody would give him the love. And when he was in college, Riis, he won a championship, right? So he would wear this big old ring whenever we went places. The people were like, oh, let me see that ring. And it'd be like, oh, you won a national college champion? Man, I got your dinner, da-da-da-da. It would be like he was the man. Then Riis, but it would always be whispers. Now, Riis, he had like one of the coldest girls. Like he married the queen of the cheerleading team. She went on to be, somebody. And then she started to stay home, become a housewife. She had kids. But like every time people would say like, man, that, he was the all-American black guy. Then Riis, there started to be whispers, right? Like people like, man, dog, you hang out with dude? And man, I heard he's kind of tough on women. And I was like, come on, man. You know how these women be. They be talking crazy. He probably said a little something back. And in this politically correct world that we live in, you can't say nothing. Y'all being extra sensitive. Then I remember a girl that I know made an accusation. She was like, that's your boy, But I just need to tell you he bogus. And you know, Reese, when your girls, you know, when a girl come up to you talk about, you know, he probably hurt your feelings. You know, you probably liked him or something. And then he probably, you know, he might have hung out with you a little bit and then went on to the next or something. So you probably, you know, you be like, oh, you just mad. But then you keep hearing these stories. And your girl be like, I'm telling you, dog, he did something to me. And you be like, girl, you being sensitive. I understand you know, you being sensitive, and you probably just, and you know, when women get mad, they'll say anything, Reese, and then they'll get you kicked out the house. There'll be something, the police will come. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a guy, you kind of be like, I don't know. Then one day, Reese, I went by his crib, and I seen his wife. And it was a post-incident viewing of her. Reese, she didn't look good. Now, she was packing on that makeup and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, and the kids was, the kids was all chill, like, we gonna sit on this couch because we don't want no problem. I don't want none of that. None of that. And Reese, at that point, I had to make a decision. Now, I could be like, I didn't see it. I wasn't here for this. But it was clear that this woman has been abused. Reese, I was in a conundrum. I couldn't prove that anything happened. He told me, you know how these women be. And so, Reese, hit the button because I'm ready to ask.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
How do you know when it's time to check your friends? How do you know when it's time to check your friends? Now, I relayed that story because I think it's the setup for the conversation that we're going to have. Reese, I'm a pretty loyal guy. Like, you fall off the cliff, I'm not going to be there to kick you down. I'm going to be there to pull you up. But then there's the moment when you know, I know you're wrong. Right? Here's the deal. I recognize that we are all innocent until proven guilty. But that's the court. That's not in real life. Right? Like, that's the legal ramifications. But what are the social ramifications? If you know that somebody has physically assaulted or harmed or harassed someone in a threatening and intimidating way, unless you with it, when do you know to check your friends? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Now, I'm going to relate this to the story of our dear friend, Cassandra Matz, who I don't know if I'm even allowed to talk about because there's a legal case, but I'm just talking about what I know. This is nothing that she's told me. This is all rumor and speculation. But I remember a while back, a sister came to me and told me about what was happening to her. And it was disconcerting to say the least. And she was going through this trauma, and everybody was making her be the crazy person. And I never forget getting the call when when the senator was planning to run for Secretary of State and everybody was lining up, and he was like, I want to come on the show, I want to go, and it was looking like he was going to be the guy. And I said, so what about this thing about this sister that I'm hearing about? Because I don't really think you can come on the show without me addressing it. Simple enough. Never heard from him again. Never got another call, never heard anything. Then I recall during the campaign season. Now, in the meantime, Sister Matz becomes a member of BP1, one of our most loyal, has done everything, has connected the dots. I have watched her be persecuted. I have watched as black men have stood for, have called her the troublemaker, have called her all types of names, have been like, stay away from her, have withheld endorsements from my family because of our association with this black woman who was under assault. And there really was very few to limited white folks. And I recall the audacity of a white man letting it be known that that black woman was the cause of a lack of support for my wife. And I really don't want to bring her into this subject. But I thought about how crazy is it that this white guy feels comfortable enough to threaten or intimidate or talk crazy to a black woman with the tacit green light from the black men in power who surround him. And as a matter of fact, they reveled in the fact that they were destroying this black woman and then utilized that as leverage to then go attack another black woman because you associated with that troublesome negress over there. Okay. Then the white lady from Springfield calls and says that he threatened. Then there is the release of the police report in which the senator sues the police department for releasing what would have happened to us. Now, I want to recall to you that during that same time, there were some other domestic incidents that were splashed all across the news in the same South suburban areas. But the black people didn't sue. They just had to go through it. So then we hear the rumors and innuendo of the alleged abuse of his wife. And instead of there being contrition, it's on attack mode. Now, Riis, one of the things you cannot do is attack victims, right? You cannot attack the perceived victim in a situation, but I think we see this offense happening. Then Riis, then it takes a white woman lobbyist from Springfield to say the same thing that the black woman had been saying for 2 years as the Senate, House, and black men in the area protected him and left her out to dry. It was only after the complaints from the white women that anybody took it seriously. Now, I'm not tripping. It bothered me to see a black dude step up to defend the white guy against the white woman, but nobody stood up for the black woman at all. And they knew it, even though it was part of a sealed court record. Riis, then they start to get the reports that show allegations of spousal abuse. And now they have unrolled more as they unseal the divorce proceedings. Again, all this is truly speculation. Okay, so I'm not accusing the brother of anything, the man of anything. But what I am saying is, when do you tell your friend, fam, you gotta stand down? You hot. You're. So yesterday, after the process was after the divorce proceedings were unsealed, the senator sends out a letter from a woman, not his wife, who he wants people to believe is his wife, suggesting that all of this is an attack and that she loves him. Basically putting out a fake letter sent out to all the constituents trying to tamp down this situation. Now, Governor J.B. Pritzker has called for his resignation. Senate President Don Harmon is now completely disassociating himself from him. He's also suggesting that he had nothing to do with the letter, has nothing to do with the campaign. They're denying him, right? Riis, when does your homie tap you on the shoulder and say, cuz, I think you might be out here too far? Or do you roll till the wheels fall off? Now, don't mean that I'm not going to be your homie. But family, you right now are well, let's back up. Because I'm not rolling with my homie if he beats his woman. I'm going to be like, cuz, you either got to go do something about that. But Maze Jackson, I can't participate. I can't be cool. I can't even act like I ain't see it. If she come outside like on Purple Rain and she like, you never let me have any fun. Riis, I'm done. I got to go. It doesn't work in my mind. Now, there are other people that I know. I know guys that talk about beating their women. Or say that every once in a while it happens. When do you tell your friends? When do you check your boy? Can I tell you, Vince Bass used to be the king of checking Maze Jackson. Because let me tell you, Riis, when we was the Remy guys, there was many a night. After a bottle of Remy, everybody was getting cursed out. You was getting cursed out. You was going. And Vince would be like, cuz, I be getting the cop, man, that mother, no, cuz, you're wrong. No, fam, you're wrong. You're overserved. I'm still your boy, but this is wrong. And he wasn't concerned about how I would feel, my politics. He wasn't concerned about the seat. He was just like, cuz, you were wrong last night. All right, I'm going to apologize to her. When do you stand up? When do you tell you check your friends? And I ain't got to say it's public. But the other part to me is that it's kind of crazy that nobody's, like in the political realm, because everybody's scared that they dirt gonna come out, nobody wants to say nothing. But it's kind of crazy to me that nobody's saying anything.
You know what it is? So if that's your friend, like if that's just your friend, like y'all, it depends on how close y'all are. Like if y'all like close, call each other like brothers every day. Like if y'all, then you say something. But then again, sometimes people will snap out on you because it ain't your business. I happen to, known two friends in an abusive relationship. So when I spoke on it, you know what I'm saying, they really wanted me to mind my business, and and one of them happened to be the victim. You know what I'm saying, but I actually knew the dude that she was dating. I actually grew up, with. So I kind of looked at him like differently. At a certain.
You still kicking with him?
We never really like we hooped a lot. So like I called him and I always played ball with him. You know what I'm saying? But like we really didn't like do nothing after that because I had like a little.
Did you beat him when you played? I hope he won because he's gonna take it off. Okay. Because I'm gonna take it out on no girl.
So sometimes it's hard to really say something because somebody might say mind your business. You know what I'm saying, or stuff like that. But you should check your friend at the door. But it's just a hard situation. So you don't really say nothing like you see it, but you like mind your business, and then you don't want to offend. And then one of the victims I know, they was fighting each other. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't know who, you know what I'm saying? They fought each other. So it's like, is it my place to butt in their relationship?
So let me just be honest. I'm going to say, fam, I ain't in your business, but this ain't me. I can't condone it. I can't be around it. Like, I don't want to be around it. This is not who I am. And I have on numerous occasions, like, I feel like there are people who expect all of that. And even if you expect it, that's just not me. I wonder, when do you check your friend? Or do the Democrats have a duty to check dude? Like, is there a different, like, is it party first? Do they wait it out and then ask him to resign so that they can keep the seat? Do they support the other guy? Now, the guy he's running against is Patrick Sheehan, the guy who came here the other day, right? But think about this. They both classic white boys. Like, both of them. Football playing white boys that were the, you know what I mean? But I guess my question is, what does the Democratic Party do? Now, strategically, they probably keep their mouth shut, win the race, and then try to pressure him. But my guess is that with all of the people talking and calling out, Riis gonna be if he win, he gonna be there just to stick it to you.
He might not win with that, That's a big thing, like going on a domestic. So they might have to.
But I think the women are liars. The women are liars. You know how women do. Believe all women or no? Believe the white women. Don't believe the black women. Now, here goes my thing. How y'all settle the case for $150,000 in the Senate? Like, what did the black women say? Curious. What did the black people say when they found out that there was a $150,000 settlement because a black woman who we all know, and let me just tell you, black people blacklisted her for the white guy. I have had black people call up and be like, we're going to punish you for having an association with the black woman who was abused. When do you check your own people? When do you check your own people? Look, man, black woman, chief of staff. Y'all met the woman, supreme team all around the world, always on our squad. Nobody had her back. No, there's nobody black that's gonna say, fam, time out. Take a chill. You're going too fast. Riis, it's the same reason we drove down to Springfield for Lakeisha Collins. Right? And we drove down to Springfield for Lakeisha Collins because we were not going to let some 6'9" white Republican intimidate her. Remember that? But it's okay. Like, again, this, do y'all understand that when they emasculate your men and your men can't say nothing, then they go after your women? So now, does Cassandra get an apology yet? Look, that woman, when do you check your own people. Junior says you can check your own people when you have a check for your own people. So that's, and therein is our problem. I appreciate you. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages, and we're going to talk about, the next thing we're going to talk about is this voter suppression. Because I saw a story on the front page of Chicago Sun-Times today talking about Dan Proft's attempt at black voter suppression. But I think that voter suppression is a thing for both black and white people this election cycle. I think black voter suppression was a mission for J.B. Pritzker in the primary, and now black voter suppression is a mission for the people who play by the rules pack now. But I want to break it all down, because the reality is it all adds up to undervaluing our community, not investing in us, and just trying to hit us with a gimmick and a trick. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Sheehan for Senate. Patrick Sheehan is running for state senate, the 19th district, our district. The 19th district is where Pat and his wife are raising their 5 kids. As a husband, father, and football coach in our community, Pat is a positive example for our children. As your senator, Pat will slash property taxes, fight inflation, and make education a priority. This race is not about right versus left. It's about right versus wrong. On November 8th, vote for your future. Vote Pat Sheehan for state.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. 'Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good, good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. 'Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your grown on. Oh, when you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor giving more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting your own woman. No, why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put that grown on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
WIFTV PM.
You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
black people, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppress us all wrong.
Wake up, Chicago! Well, wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. We got to stop being the black shield. We got to stop being the black shield. Lord. The pressure of Maze Jackson. The pressure of being a black man. Do y'all do understand that tomorrow black men will be on the warpath for Black Maze? On behalf of a white man who probably knows the shape. Y'all know y'all love a black white dude that know the shape. Now, if he got to throw up, he probably throw the, now he going to hook it up. Now he going to be throwing up the rakes and everything. Gonna be extra there. And I need for you all to understand that this really isn't about the white guy. It's about the black woman. And if black men attack me or my family for the defense of black women, how should we be thinking about them? See, there's comfort. Some days, when I've asked you about being black first or Democrat first, there's sometimes when you could just be quiet. When you don't have to. We feel like it's our job to slay black people for white folks, even when white folks is in trouble. Do you ever see any movies where the white dude took the black dude down from the lynch? Never seen that. Ever seen something where the white folks jump in front of the black dude and say, no, you're not taking him? Nope, don't see it. They be like, we couldn't stop him. And they'll look at you you can do whatever to us, and there will be somebody black to protect you from the black people who want to exact their issues. Is there anyone, and I need for black women to hear me here, every single one of you, elected, non-elected, just black women. The fact that I just want y'all to be clear, you have no one to protect you. Not in the party. There is nobody that will stand up for you. I'm serious. Like Riis, when is the last time outside of some we're going to do this, some women's rights issue, that abortion, when has anybody white stood up for a black person in trouble in Illinois politics? I'm just telling you, y'all watch what happened to Robin Kelly. It was silent. Y'all watch what happened to Carrie. It was silent. Y'all watch what happened to Cassandra. It was silent. And I keep trying to tell you, you're not special. The moment you get out the pocket, you're up next. And guess what they'll tell you? Maze Jackson, that Negro over there causing trouble, because if they come for you, I'm not going to just sit by and watch. You tell me, the black man in Democratic politics, if JB say he cutting you, you going to get it. Everybody ain't on it. But yet and still, we going to fall on our sword. Like, the biggest issue black people going to fall on their sword for is how much weed is in the Southland. What are the issues? I'm going to quit. I quit. This is why I have to leave. Do y'all do understand that then they will be trying to punish me for defending my people? The black people will. The black people will pat themselves. They will walk into the room and be like, we got to get that nigga. Now, mind you, black people are being taken down with the aid and assist of black people. Just saying. It's all good when it's that Negro over there until you become that Negro over there. Remember all of us black progressives during the Democratic Party? Remember how everybody was trying to be? Remember how Robin Kelly was a progressive black woman? Who was the black men that stood up for Robin Kelly? But remember when there was an opportunity for Robin Kelly to stand up for a black woman, she chose the white guy. Chris Brown got something for you. Because somebody ain't loyal. But okay, I'm through talking, y'all. Because what'll happen is, I'm telling you right now, there's phone calls happening. And they like, y'all better go get y'all nigga. Go get y'all nigga off that radio. Around here worried about that wench. Troublesome Negress. Troublesome Negroes. Y'all go get y'all nigga. I know you don't like the word. But that's essentially what happens. You tell me who are the black people in defense of black people. My bad. Y'all be showing the shake and now we don't even know how to distinguish. Cassandra, I would share the piece of mail that you showed me, but I think I'm so offended. I really don't even want to show it because I don't even get off this topic. Like, have you... I'm gonna move from this topic, y'all. I'm looking at this mail. I'm looking at these pictures, and it's. I don't relish. I'm telling y'all now. I want this cup to pass from me. I'm telling you. I want it to pass. The challenge in being in spaces like this is that you don't... I don't want to have irreparable... I don't want to cause irreparable damage to our relationships long term. But I'm not sure that it's the whole give us Barabbas. Right? Like, everybody want to shake my hand and be cool in public and then stab and then go conspire with the white guys, even as you serve our people up. Like, cuz. And it's like, it is the accepted norm at this point. And we find a way to rationalize our consistent killing of our own selves. Y'all, do y'all see any white people protecting this dude? So why does it become the job of black people to defend what would be considered indefensible if it was a white woman? Y'all see how they reacted when it was one of they white women? They didn't care about Democrat or Republican. They didn't. I have so much high regard for us, but it's kind of why I feel like you can't teach wanting to be free. Either you want to be free or you don't. And I'm not talking about this high level loftiness. There has to be a point when they got to fear like the repercussions of what happens. It's not about the individual. It is about what they are able to do. They are able to come in the house, again, pick the Negro, take them out the house, lash them, put them up in front of people, humiliate them, take their career, cut them off, blacklist them. And the black people is with it. The white folks get a whiff, they like cut it off. I got to get off this subject. I got to get off this subject. These pictures that she's sending me, and it's like, sis, and at some point, do y'all understand I come from a political system, and so I believe in following the rules of the chief and all of that good stuff. But there's some days when you got to say, you can't pit me against my people. It's just not right, yo. And it pains me to watch. It pains me to watch us. It pains me to watch us. But it seems like whenever given the opportunity, black folks are Democrats first, blacks second, even to our disadvantage. And we are now to the point where we are willing to offer our women up as sacrifices. And it's bothersome to me. It is bothersome to me. I take a lot of this stuff personal. I'm really working on not taking it personal. But in what world does any black man get accused of domestic abuse and white people run to his defense? Tell me what world that exists in. I got to stop this subject. I got to take a break. I'm going to quit and I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about something else because this is pissing me off. it's every time it's like Madigan used to be like, go find me some niggas. That's my phone. My son is on his way to school. Pick me some niggas. Go find me somebody to come stand up here. And even when it ain't Madigan, sometimes just as the minister said, just be quiet. Now, we'll be the first ones to run. I just want to point out all of the people that was willing to call me to tell me to diss the sister, but ain't now one of them nowhere around here saying nothing about dude. I'm tired. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Jurassic World Live Tour. 65 million years in the making. See Jurassic World's most iconic dinosaurs. T-Rex, Blue the Raptor, Triceratops, and more roar to life with epic thrills and heart-pounding adventure. The feeling is real. Experience it live. Jurassic World Live Tour. Coming to Allstate Arena November 3rd through 6th. Free parking for all ticket holders. Visit JurassicWorldLiveTour.com today.
If I gave you my love, I tell you what I do. I'd expect a whole lot of love out of you. You got to treat me good, and I'll be good to you. There's a whole lot of things you and I could do, baby. When you get right down to it, yeah. You're beautiful. And I wouldn't change one thing about you, yeah. Oh, 'cause you're beautiful. And I don't mind telling the world about you, yeah. You're beautiful. And what about the way you love me? And the way you squeeze me. Simply beautiful. You're beautiful. When you needed me, yeah, I was right there by your side. Simply beautiful.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. That's Simply Beautiful by Dante. But have you heard the one by Queen Latifah? So this is Queen Latifah saying this the first time I heard it. And you go on the Queen Latifah version, you be like, wait a minute, Queen Latifah? Dana? Are you saying... You know Queen Latifah released a R&B album. She sang this right here. I was like, okay, Dana. I got you. You ain't the queen. You Dana. And I was like, who you singing this to? Because what was her name in Here to Set It Off? Anyway.
Hey, I know it too.
I can't think of her name. Rocky, not. I can't think of her name. What was the Queen Latifah's name in Set It Off? We're going to have to think about that. Y'all give it to me.
Chloe. No.
Nah, it wasn't Chloe. You out of your rabbit. Chloe. Queen Latifah was not no damn Chloe. That's the jazz album. Cleo. Okay, I can see it. Cleo. Not Chloe. Chloe. Chloe too soft. Cleo. That's one of those androgynous names. You could be Cleophas or Cleopatra. All right, Reese. I've decided that I am moving on from this topic because it's bothering me. It really is. And Cassandra, I'm not sharing no more because, oh, Lord have mercy. So what I was going to talk about today, did y'all see the front page of the Sun-Times? And they talked about the people who play by the rules PAC attempt at voter suppression, black voter suppression. I actually wrote my whole hour against that. And then I wound up spending my whole hour on this little half right here. Y'all know I be writing all this. Like in the morning I come in, it's just my thoughts. I put it all down and then I try to organize them in a way. And then I have notes, but I just get the big bullets and then I go on. But I was reading this story on the front page of the Sun-Times, and I know we've all seen it. It is, have you seen those yellow and black signs through your neighborhood that's saying Pritzker lying, black kids dying? They're like yellow and black. They're like caution signs, and they're lawn signs, and they're all around the city of Chicago, particularly in the black community. And it was featured as part of the featured as the feature picture in the story. Reese, you haven't seen them? Have you? Anybody out there, if you've been around, have you been seeing yellow and black lawn signs? They're black. They're two color, so they're yellow and black. Cheap. Not four color. There's a lot of stuff I'll talk about, but they're yellow and black because yellow and black is caution, right? Those are the signs that make you say stop. Slow down. When you see yellow and black, that's the color of school buses.
I do. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like cautions, right?
Yep.
Gotcha.
And they're all over in the parkways, and it's like street team, and usually, so essentially what that is the people who play by the rules PAC attempt at black voter outreach. Yep, they say punish Pritzker too. So I want to, and then I thought it was unique that the Sun-Times put the story in the paper talking about the black voter suppression turnout and the GOP attempts. And I want to break this thing down, but so if you bear with me a second, I'm going to go through my bullets. Black voter suppression, they are positioning it in the newspaper as the Republicans' attempt at voter suppression, which I don't deny exists. But what I think the paper ignored was J.B. Pritzker's attempt at voter suppression earlier this year. So I'm going to merge all of this together to show you kind of how we got to where we are right now. So, Reese, have you ever heard the statement, black people are not monolithic? It's where we say we ain't all the same. Black people don't all like the same thing, and they're different, and we're unique people inside of our culture. And it's one of the things that we always run up and say, oh, black people ain't monolithic, black people ain't monolithic. And I agree with that. However, and it's West Side too, Larrabee Boulevard. I agree with that premise, that black people are not monolithic. We are not all the same. We have different sets. But can I tell you what black people do? They vote monolithically. So even though we're different in all of our little spaces, if you from Hyde Park, if you from Roseland, the common denominator for all of our differences is we vote Democratic. Period. 90%. So I think we have to establish that. Then, do y'all remember J. Edgar Hoover? He ran the FBI, and his biggest fear for black people was that they would find a black messiah. And so he spent all of the 60s and 70s killing all of our heroes. He wanted to make sure King was dead, X was dead, Huey Newton, not Huey Newton, Fred Hampton. His big fear was that there was going to be a black messiah. Can I tell you that the other fear, that's not just a Hoover fear, that is a Democratic fear in general, right? The Democratic fear in general is that there will be some black person or catalyst to make black people wake up to the chicanery of the Democratic Party. Okay? And so what do the Democrats do? No different than J. Edgar Hoover. They work to kill any black potential messiah that there could be, that could spur a political revolution or a different thinking process. Why do you think that anybody black that talks about getting something from our vote becomes under immediate attack as a sellout, Uncle Tom, crossover, whatever, just for doing the same thing that everybody else does? Sound familiar? Right? It's kind of like, we don't want y'all to exercise. We don't want y'all to know who y'all are. So, the Democrats spend a tremendous amount of time going after people who they think could potentially open people's eyes up to their BS. Fair? Okay. That black messiah is who the Republicans are seeking to find. Bear with me here. Republicans are seeking to find the magic black messiah. Not the one that was built and created, but the magic black messiah. The trick bag. Can we stumble upon someone that can be our black messiah that can lead black people away from the Democratic Party? White Republicans in this election cycle attempted to create him. Who was he, Riis? Richard Irvin. So white Republicans, knowing that Democrats fear a black messiah, knowing that in the world they're seeing the Ice Cubes, they're seeing the discontent, they're seeing black people saying that they are looking at Trump, blah, 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 in spite of all his craziness, right? And so Republicans seek to make a Frankenstein black messiah. The Frankenstein black messiah is Richard Irvin. The problem is the Frankenstein black messiah, Richard Irvin, has no input from black scientists, political scientists. So now what you got is white people in a room creating what they believe is the ideal black candidate to be the black messiah. Completely, as usual, like all white people, ignoring black people in the creation process. So they think they know what's good for us, so they go get Richard Irvin and they craft him. They put $56 million against him, and he's a bust. Because guess what? He's inauthentic. He's not going to be a black messiah because the white people can read through him, and so can the black people. There's your racism. There's your Republican racism. Let me just start there. Because they go find them a nigga, gotta say it, because they put him on a slave porch, to make him palatable to somebody that they thought was white, but losing all of the things that could be the Messiah piece that they wanted. So, Riis, they got people like you who are just so frustrated that they like, I'll ignore all of that just because I want a different shot. Not recognizing that the DNA that has been put in black people is, just like we saw, we come to the defense of the white boy. See what we just got through talking about? They can count on the black people to stand up and attack for the white boy. Now, the big fear, remember I told you Democrats are fearful of a black messiah. So J.B. Pritzker, through the Democratic Governors Association and directly, spend millions of dollars, over $20 million, trying to kill what they think is the black messiah on the Republican side. Now, let's be clear, Richard Irvin is not the black messiah because he ain't got no black, he ain't oozing no black nothing, so black people ain't rocking with him. But if you white and if you're JB and you screw black people over, and I'm listening to the radio so I could take Riis and call him out for whatever, then guess what? We got to kill that black messiah. But because we are not sure that we're going to kill him, now let me back up, because there's also, in the Republican Party, there's a civil war going on between the $56 million Ken Griffin and the Richard Uihlein crew. Richard Uihlein is represented by Dan Proft. Ken Griffin was represented by Mike Z and all of the people that got Mark Kirk and Bruce Rauner elected. Now, I got to tell you, them are some of the most racist white boys I've ever met in my life to be rich. They racist as hell. They really disdain black people. It's like you are necessary evil. Not tripping. It's no different than JB, though. They just do it in a different way. They just don't hire nobody. JB hire you and then make you be a nigga. Now, we're now at the point where JB is spending $20 million to kill the Republican Frankenstein black messiah, who has no black credibility, so he ain't going nowhere. But the black people line up to whoop him and jump in line as we do. But Riis, because JB can't leave anything to chance, guess what he does? In the primary, he works to suppress the black vote. He ain't trying to turn nobody out. He ain't having, because you know what he's still scared of? He know he got cannabis. He know he got gaming. He know he got all of the COVID that black people ain't necessarily happy. So he got to make sure that black people don't turn out just in case you do decide to go with the Republican Frankenstein black messiah. So what does JB do? He spends money, time, energy, resources depressing the black vote in the primary. Got it? So now JB wins the primary. He has no black messiah to worry about, and black people assume their positions. Okay? In the Republican Civil War, Dan Proft and Richard Uihlein have destroyed the black messiah Frankenstein. But now they need to come up with a game plan for the Negroes. So they try to create their own black messiah. But what they have also done, Riis, is listen to the show, listen to us, and know that black people ain't voting for no Republican. But what they will do is not turn out for J.B. Pritzker, which is essentially the same thing, because what will happen is J.B. Pritzker is going to win 2 counties. He'll win Cook, and he'll win St. Clair, and Darren Bailey will win all 100 other. But the key for JB now is, now that there is no Frankenstein black messiah, he needs black people to vote. Because remember, he's really only going to win 2 counties. So he's got to run up the numbers in those 2 counties where the black people are. So the Republicans, now remember there's 2 kinds. The one wanted to build the Frankenstein, they wanted to build the Frankenstein black messiah with $56 million and all white people. Dan Proft and the people who play by the rules PAC defeats that entity. So now they are the undisputed champions of the party. But now check this out. Dan Proft, in wanting to be the king, doesn't tell. Dick Uihlein is another billionaire, but Dan Proft takes all the money and then engineers the campaign. And Darren Bailey is now, if he wants to be supported, he has to follow the Dan Proft script. Now, the people who play by the rules is an independent expenditure group, which you all probably don't understand, but they can't coordinate. It's a federal place where you can put money. Nobody has to show their contributions, and he can get goo-gobs and goo-gobs of money. Now, but the people who play by the rules PAC is a PAC. So I take that back. I don't know if it is an independent expenditure committee. I have to look at that. But now the Republicans need a black anti-Messiah. Does that make sense? So the Messiah that the Republicans are trying to, the Messiah that the Democrats fear is vanquished. The Republicans need a dark side. Now they need a dark side anti-Messiah. Someone that is not going to lead people to the polls, but lead them away from the polls. So what they do is, again, cynically, because they're trying to create Frankensteins instead of birthing a child and growing it up, they're trying to hurry up and cook it. They then they look for a black Frankenstein that will be willing to say, to depress the vote, because they know black people are not voting for Darren Bailey. They're not. I hear what you're saying. Read the article. Black people ain't voting for Darren Bailey. Now, if you listen to this show, which is where the black anti-Messiah really takes his information from and feeds it back to the Democrats. The problem is, remember how I tell you when you're listening to this show, you have to go 3 steps to the left, because we're the angry black people that are conscious. Most people are walking around in the blind. So all they see is J.B. Pritzker, $1 billion, the commercials, etc. So the flaw for the new party is the new Republican voter suppression program is that they're taking in jaded information. So imagine this. I want you all to look at what the voter suppression campaign is. They talk about everything that we talk about on this show, right? Whether it's the cannabis, whether it's the gaming, whether it's the Shooting Safety Act, etc. So we inform their campaign every day. And essentially what they do is they take the messaging that we talk about for black people, package it, put it on the streets, and then they get a tacit understanding, which is it's almost like we're endorsing their campaign, because they say all the same stuff that we say, except for we recognize that it's cynical. Right? Because if you're saying everything that we say, but you've never come here to spend money, and the one time that you get on the phone, but we ain't kissing your ass, now we ain't heard you, but now they're spending in every other black outlet? I'm not tripping, because I don't want the money, because I need for you to understand what's going on. So now and let me tell you, and so the challenge becomes, because the Republic, so back up. So now the Republicans don't really hire black political strategists, because they don't really want to hear real stuff that they got to do. So what they do is they say, okay, instead of investing in an infrastructure, investing in a long-term game plan, we're going to create us a Frankenstein, and we're going to just say bad stuff. We're not going to do anything different. We're not going to be inclusive of your community. We're going to find us a few personalities. And again, what always happens is there are 6 or 7 people who market themselves as the people who will be the voice of the black community. And they make themselves stars as compared to there is no black messiah. So instead of making it issue-based, they make it personality-based. Once again, trying to trick you as compared to growing you and winning you. So I'm going to tell you about all the bad stuff, and you just come over here and be with me because I know you're mad and I listen to you every day, and I'm going to take all the same stuff. The problem is we can see it's disingenuous. And the challenge is that we talk about personalities instead of issues. So you mean to tell me that the strategy with everything that we have, that you have, tells you to put a individual, so you running $2 million worth of commercials with a person, not issues, not the things that are happening in our, because again, nobody says invest in the black community. They say invest in me. Right? I'll give you the black community. I'm speaking for the black community. Ain't nobody speaking for the black community. But again, if you only want a cheap answer, if you don't want to build 18 ward organizations that you have to fund and they have to be working for 4 years even when you don't win, guess what? It comes off the way that it is. So the Democrats and the Republicans both want a black gimmick. Nobody really is interested in investing the time, energy, and effort, right? Like, let me tell y'all. One of the things I hate being positioned as, and I said this before, is a dumbass nigga. So I'm not oblivious to the fact that people look, watch, take the information from the show. They look at your comments. They look at how you are. They repackage our stuff without ever even coming to us. Or when you come to them and say, no, I'm not taking the nigga deal, then they don't want to talk no more. But trust me when I tell you there's plenty of Negroes that will. So now you see in the last 3 weeks, everybody getting ads and they get jigs, and everybody is now the Republicans care. Hey fam, support the organizations year round. Build a rapport. It doesn't come in 3 months. And there's a whole bunch of I in this conversation where it's like, so you mean to tell me I'm not knocking anyone for consulting. I'm not knocking anyone for getting money. But what I will tell you is that when you hire non-political consultants to do politics, they do what they know how to do. Let me point out something to you. Real quick. Y'all seen all these windows, if you drive through every black neighborhood, right now you're going to see yellow and black lawn signs, right? Because what do black people think? Ooh, I see a lot of signs. Ooh, let me get a lot of signs. I'm going to put a lot of signs and that's what's going to win. No, fam. I want to point out, do y'all remember, and I just want to point this out because, again, non-political people doing politics, trying to create a gimmick instead of, Rep Nichols always says, it's one of the statements that he makes that I really like. It is, we do the work. We do the work. Realistically, no one on either side wants to do the work of the black community. So everybody's trying to find a gimmick. JB can just pay for it, right? Junior said you can't check black people without a check. So JB hit you with the check. And in the meantime, we find ourselves on the hamster wheel. And a new crop, like, I'm not knocking nobody for getting their money. Let's be clear. But you don't you have to do the work. There's not going to be no gimmick. There's not going to be no millions of people following somebody from 257 932. If you ain't never knocked on the door, if your plan is, again, me, so here's my thing. Salim says that a lot of GOPers sees this vehicle as a tool of voter suppression. No, this is, and I don't choose to accept their narrative, right? I choose to accept that this is a place where black folks who are cognizant, we all vote. It's 300 of us. The mistake, Salim, that they make in trying to use this as a tool is that this is the people who get it. And then the problem is when you try to trick the people who understand it, they be like, you fake as hell. Right? Like, we understand that the Democrats don't mean very much and they're not necessarily helping us. But fam, you fake. Not you, but you understand what I'm saying? And so all of the people that listen to this show, they vote and they're going to make a decision. And they may vote for your candidate. But the reality is, you don't need to convince these people. But because you sneaking and peeking and because you don't know black people for real, because black people for real don't say save the lighter people first. They just don't. They don't say, oh, save Puerto Ricans because they more important than Jamaicans and you black. No, we don't do that. And so that doesn't go away when you talk. When you look at Republicans, they have black personalities that have figured out how to pimp the system so that there aren't bringing more black people in. Because if they bring more black people in, then their voice shrinks. They need to have the black people that will go out and say, but they can't really focus on us. So they focus on the one that's willing to come take a whack. The challenge becomes the Democrats do too. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. We got callers on the line. Call you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up? Caller?
How are you? Greetings. This is Mama D here. How are you?
I'm good, Mama D. 2 days in a row? What's going on? What did I do wrong?
You're the only one that knows what's up. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And that's what has been going down. I wanted to ask you, do you know about payola?
Yes.
Okay. That's exactly what is happening. Malcolm X said that media was the most powerful entity on earth because it controls the minds of the masses. If you say Trump is the racist, Trump is the racist, Trump is the racist, and you keep claiming that over and over again, this is what will come out. And you don't really examine what did Barack Obama bring to the table, that we should listen to him. We lost 80% of black wealth under him. Our 96% of the vote caused him to be in charge of the Senate and the Congress when he took office, and yet he made history for 3 other special interest groups that did not include us, and that is what's always happening. The John Lewis Voting Rights Act is about 3 groups of people, as I said before: Latino countries, Asian countries, and now Native Americans. So it reads race, color, and membership in a limited language group. Now, we've always the poster child for voter suppression, but Congress says that these 3 groups, Asians, Latinos, and Native Americans, are the most voter suppressed in the nation. But I haven't heard not one Asian, not one Latino, and not one Native American come out and say that. But we are making the rules for them. John Lewis Voting Rights. It's about Asians, Latinos, and Native Americans. You need to read what it says. And we need to stop being the poster child for everybody else to leapfrog over us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mama D, I 100% understand what you're saying. Let me tell you, the problem is then we sit back and let people, when we're trying to fight for our own self, then they turn around and call us racist, anti-Semitic, homophobic, and all of those different things, even as they take our stuff, which is why I was saying yesterday, what are the words that we have to use to allow us to not allow. See, and it's the thing. We got to ask politely so that we don't offend nobody, because now everybody gets to call us the antis. You got anybody else on the line? Call you on the Maze Jackson Show.
Good morning, young fellow.
Good morning, Patrick. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm feeling all right. You know, a few weeks ago I told you if you go deal with Mar Hagen's children, you're going to stay pissed off. So, you know, one problem is going to always be solved, and you're going to jump up with another one. But, so don't worry about that. You just keep on doing what you're doing. But I told you also that, you know, with Pritzker, he wasn't going to get my vote. Because, like you mentioned, the business deals, the cannabis, the gambling, and what really ticked me off was back during the pandemic when he blew $17 million on masks, when he could have spent it right here with Williams. He gave the money to some con artists who went off and got some counterfeit masks and crap. You know. So I'm just calling to give you some little words of encouragement. And don't worry about what they call us, racist or whatever. They've been calling us something all our lives. So you let that roll off your back, you know, like water off a duck's back. Don't, you know, I remember when you got that letter from Louis Gutierrez. Now, Louis, he went to school with my kids over here in Newberry. And he's always been a grifter. Now, he was supposed to have been retired in Puerto Rico, but he didn't take the time to write you a letter.
Right.
Telling you some kind of racist. You know, I can't say what I would like to say.
You actually, we passed the church people ain't here no more, Patrick. So you could say it. Church is over.
No, I'm sure it's gonna be cool.
Okay.
But I remember when Louis came up back during the day, we were dealing with District 7 schools and all that stuff over here. And at that time, I was beginning to realize there was difference in the Spanish-speaking community, because mostly over here we had Puerto Ricans, but then some were Mexicans, and and that's when I found out they didn't all like each other. I thought as the spokesman, that they were a little homogeneous, but I got a lesson back. This was way back in the 60s, So, living is a learning process. So just keep on living, son.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate you, man. And I got to tell you, Patrick, I love when you call, man. You crack me up. So I just want to thank you. Look, y'all, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to continue this conversation when I come back. But I also want to talk about the Chief Judge Evans intrigue as well. So we'll talk about it all when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Hey, Chicagoland, all roads lead to Solo Beauty Supply, the largest black-owned beauty supply in Chicago. We carry a large selection of natural hair care products, plus much more. So come see us at one of our two locations, located at 9011 South Ashland or 8158 South Cottage Grove. Our inventory is growing, and with your support, Solo Beauty will continue to be a source of pride in our community.
I love being black. Do you love being black? Yeah, I love being black. Hey. I do this for my people all across the globe. Hey, it's brick. The skin I'm in fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. Live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so there's just another obstacle. Why? Jump hurdles to make a change, it ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear, just as what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul, black power gospel tunes. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program, who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system, total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendos, that's a shame, boy. Augment reality, better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react, I put my fist up in the skies like a beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest if we seek it. All the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture, I hope you see it. Guess what the theme is? I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man. I love being black. One more time. I love being black.
WIFTBPM.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said. Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. Meanie failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up to seal Gary, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Y'all done ticked me off this morning, and I'm mad. But it's okay, because I'm almost through with this. Y'all not finna keep having me. Y'all saw when I asked Ruthie, did she want to do the show? She was like, nope. You know why? Because it's stressful messing with you black people. I'm just thinking like, all right, let me do this. Because I just don't want to give y'all the chance to say, give us Barabbas. Right? Because y'all going to do it. Somebody just won't be me. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Caller, you are on the Maze Jackson Show. Republican voter suppression, Democratic voter suppression. The fact of the matter is they all want to choose when they want us to vote. How do we crack the code? What's up, caller?
Good morning, Maze Jackson.
Byron! What's up, Byron? How you feeling today, my man?
I'm feeling good. First things off, on the women issue.
Okay.
On the women issue.
Okay.
We were raised up. If you gotta hit her, you gotta leave her. Right? You just don't hit. You don't hit women. You just can't. And if you associate yourself with someone, I'm talking about black women. I don't like. I can't. Okay, that's how I deal with black women. Okay, I don't deal with trash. But hey. Here's the deal. I'm just telling you. Wait.
Stop. Byron, I can't let you get away with that. Yes. Did you say you don't deal with black women because you don't deal with trash? That's not what you said.
That. I don't want to get canceled.
You're going to get canceled. I'm not to cancel. Yeah, hey, fam.
I don't deal with trash.
Are you calling my wife trash, boy?
No, I voted for your wife, boy. I took Democratic Party ticket in the primary to vote for your wife. I'm just telling you because she's so smart. I know she's smart because I told you I was in chemistry until I realized that organic chemistry was not for me. Okay, but anyway, the rule is when your parents always say, if you gotta hit her, just leave her. Just leave her alone. If you got so mad that you have to hit a woman, you just gotta leave her alone. Just say goodbye. Cry later. But don't do anything physical against the woman. You see what I'm saying? I'm not into this gender stuff. A woman is a woman. You just don't hit a woman, okay? I'm going to leave it that way. That's how we were brought up. And so if I got somebody who's beating with the wife, I'm going to say, hey, dude, that ain't right. But, that's on you. But I can't deal with somebody who's doing that. I got to leave his ass alone. But I'm going to tell him, okay? He's a punk. But anyway, next thing, Timothy Evans. I'm against crime. See, Maze, you've been beating niggas all your life. You've been niggas butt in the alley, the street, in the corner, in the back. You've been doing that, right? But weren't you on the other side who somebody cop block you and kick your ass and do some serious damage to you, crime stays with you for a long time. I'm against people who commit crime being let back on the street, okay? Timothy Evans and Kim Fox are doing it to us. We need to get these cats off the street so our senior citizens and the rest of the people can live a regular life. We can't live a regular life. You know what I'm saying? Even though I carry my peace with me, the rule of engagement is so hard on me. My friends always tell me, Byron, you can't do it, right? Because you got too much to lose. And you got to have all this insurance. You got to cover yourself. Because going to court is not a simple thing. It's not a simple thing. It's a minimum $50,000, $75,000 down to try and get a good lawyer. Okay? So we need to get these cats off the street so we can live our life, so we can grow our community. Who wants to open the store with these cats walking around taking your stuff every damn day? Up to $999. That's ridiculous. And the third thing, the suppression. What do you expect Republicans to do if you only give them 2% of your vote every damn year? What do you want them to do if you only give them 2% of your vote? And, man, do you realize what's happening in all these elections around the country? There's a wave coming up for those Democrats. With all this nonsense. There's a wave. I know your boy in the corner over there, he knows there's a wave coming. He sees it, but he ain't gonna talk about it. But a lot of people are moving over because they're getting tired of this crime and this high inflation. Inflation is 8.3%. When Trump left office, it was 1.2. Even the money in your bank is losing money. It's just sitting there. It's just losing money. People are losing out. And people are tired of this. People are getting stuff for free. Free stuff means more money in the economy, cause inflation to go higher. That's all it is. If you keep spending money that you don't have, it just puts more money in the society, and it drives the inflation. Everything's high. We're losing out and our buying power to do things. But crime, but what I was saying is the Republicans. We got to make a change. We got to make a stand. It's a hard thing to do, but we got to make a stand. I cannot for myself vote for JB on any situation with what he done to the what's that, second congressional district, Robin Kelly. I mean, what he did to her? Like you said, nobody's standing for her. Even she's silent. She probably got $500,000 from him in her bank account. I'm telling you. But her biggest thing she works on is voter suppression. You mentioned voter suppression. Her biggest issue in Congress is voter suppression. Name me one person you know has been suppressed not voting in Chicago. Name me one person. These niggas don't want to vote. These niggas just don't want to vote. I mean, if you even give them cheese and crackers, they still won't vote. I'm telling you. They don't care. You can't make them vote. Voter suppression. There's no voter suppression, nothing. The only thing Republicans want you to do is prove that you're a damn citizen. Prove that you're damn citizens. And the minute we've been on that road and given that damn card, we threw ourselves under the bus and we can get run over. We get run over. But anyway, I know you want to talk about more about Evans, but that guy he's letting these people out.
Byron, hold on one second.
Chief of police, he says
he's letting people out. I gotta ask you this because I gotta make sure I didn't hear this right. Did you say you only date black women? Or you say you don't date black women because you don't deal with trash?
When you look at the trash close up, it's very disturbing. It doesn't look good long term. I mean, look at those people close up.
No, which people?
They don't look right.
Who?
The other people that are trash.
Who are the other people?
Sisters. White folks.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Got it. They age like old bananas, like my man said. So Byron, hold on. Because it was about to be a... Now, you know you guys... I thought you said, and I think everybody on the show said, that you don't date black women because they are trash. You did not say that.
I said I don't deal with trash.
Which is...
That's what I said. That was my comment. I never said I don't like black women. That's all I date is black women. I love black women.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you, Byron.
I have a sister. and a mother that was black. I tell you, I can't go away from that. All the stuff I talk, I cannot do nothing but save the black folks. I got to ride them. Hello?
You almost had the whole
Man,
show
Byron, I think we all. That's why I had to stop. You said a lot of stuff, but I'm just telling you.
Byron, nobody was here. I swear to God, can't nobody.
Mike Burry, shout out to Mike Burry. Like Byron, I thought I was gonna have to ban you. I thought you was gonna be worse than Devin. Man, Byron, I'm glad you got that clear. Cause look, I need you to go look in the deck, cause they was finna come whoop my ass for letting you keep talking. But I'm glad. Thank you, Byron, for clearing that up. I love you, man. That's why you stay the vice president. You are the vice president of the morning show. I love your cause. Woo, thank you. I was like, how am I ban Byron? All right, Byron, you the man, dog. We'll talk to you tomorrow. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Woo, Lord. Lord. I ain't seen the chat. I ain't seen the chat go like that.
At all. I was listening to what?
I was like, I got to get back to the other thing. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, we good. We good.
That was not going to end well.
Man.
Damn, y'all went so hard.
Man, listen, man. Listen.
Tennille turned into Tiger Lily.
I couldn't even read what nobody was saying. I'm like, yo, I don't hear nothing he's saying. Like, yo, I don't even know what. Everything he said after that, everybody's like, oh, what did he say?
Hold up. Stop. What? I really want to just pull out that section tomorrow. Oh, my God.
You gotta speak clearly, but I know you gotta ask him. You gotta.
No, check this out though.
Clearly.
Check this out though. No, Mike Burry's. If you scroll up, Mike Burry's got it on the first go round. Mike Burry said he only. Look at it, Mike. Because that's what made me go back. That's what made me not hang up. Because Mike Burry's stays super attentive. And go scroll up. Mike Burry said he only.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
No, y'all know y'all just waiting to cook Byron anyway.
Stop
it.
You know,
Stop. Not you.
Boy.
Right. No. But the rest of this
it.
chat, they was ready to cook Byron anyway. They want to get Byron anyway. Shout out to the Lions Den came back.
And they so mad that they can't rewind this. This would be your most playback. You would be like, I got 6,000 playbacks.
We need to turn that into a clip and then put it up. Did Byron say what? Look, we could. Oh God! Look, they would find Byron at that.
That's what I said. Everybody started putting their clothes. He ain't finna say that.
No, they was
getting dressed.
That's people taking their hair, tying their hair up.
I was like, wait, hold on, what?
I had to let them get through it because I had to come back to the stage. Oh my God. The chat, I just gotta tell you though, that was like the funniest string of chat texts. I was looking like, oh damn. Oh. Latanya said, okay, I stand corrected. Sorry, Byron, but you still be talking too long. You know, niggas be like, when they mad, black people, when they mad at you, they be like, they was wrong. They still be like, you almost got your ass whooped. Like, damn, dog, you was wrong. Oh, my goodness.
All right, y'all, we good, man. That was, I'll tell you, I low-key was like, yo.
You was waiting to hit the button?
Yeah, I can't wait to say, hold on, wait. Did I just hear something? Like,
I just need to let him get to the end because I need to be calm, cool, and collected.
After he said what he said, to me, that was the end. Like it was like Charlie Brown. I was sitting there looking like, yo, somebody address this. Somebody. Okay, we good, though. Thank you. All right.
They said don't play no licensed music because they got to listen back to verify. Oh, my goodness. There's calls on the line. Yeah. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. What you got for me today?
Don't play no licensed
Good morning, Maze.
Anthony, what's up, man? I know I've been tap dancing on the third rail, man.
Maze, stop. Hold on. First of all, I'm like, damn, we're going to have to put an SOS out on Byron, man. Because if he don't take his morning meds, he can't call in. You know, dude was out there. I'm like, damn, what did he say? But nevertheless, I forgot what we were talking about after dude went there about trash. I know white women refer to as trash. I know that. But what did he say?
Oh,
did he take his meds? You know, because I'm like, whoa.
Look, they look
at put an SOS out on my
look, and they got and the Lions Den forensics team is going back to hear it one more time.
The most played back.
Well, he started
Well, he said trash. He said he don't mess with trash. And I don't really care for Byron, but I'm like, damn, dude finna get killed. You know what I'm saying? We gonna miss it, bro. And made
hold on, let me tell you this part. You know, when he did that, Anthony, I was thinking of Boys in the Hood when he said, "You want to see a dead body?" That's all I could think of, because they was going to get him.
Go look for Byron.
Go look for Byron. All right, dog. What's going on, Anthony?
Man, that voter suppression thing, you know, a lot of times people get worked up about something, especially you piss me off when you get all upset about these things. If our vote wasn't so important, they wouldn't be trying to suppress it. Okay? If Cook County don't turn out for JB, it'll be a foot race for him and Bailey, man. If Cook County don't give him the numbers he needs, he's in trouble. Believe it or not, it won't be no real rocket science or nothing like that. If Cook County if everybody decides we ain't voting for governor, period, we just going down ballot to vote. We gonna vote on everything below governor. He got a problem. Because if he doesn't carry Cook County, how's he gonna win?
So I think it's not because here's the problem, I think, right, with Bailey. And thank you, Anthony. I think the problem with Bailey is he's not going to get anything in Chicago. He'll get like the surrounding areas, but he's not going to get any votes. Like, I would say that this is very much like a Bruce Rauner situation, except for Darren Bailey is not Bruce Rauner. And I just think that you're going to lose where Bruce Rauner was able to get Chicago and Cook County votes. And I don't know that Darren Bailey will. That stated, the governor does need black turnout. And you can tell he's a little bit concerned because he is spending all the money everywhere. And I do think that the thing that is happening with black folks is that I don't know what black folks are rushing to the poll to vote for. And if you look at the national polls, black people lag behind white people, and black Democrats lag behind white Democrats by 13%, which means that now if that carries through in Illinois, JB getting a 13% fall off would put Darren Bailey within the margin of error. But you know, black folks, they want that check. So that's what it is. Thank you, Anthony. Any other calls on the line? Call you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up?
Actually, I'm back again.
Now you know you get one call because it's you, Patrick. I'm going to let you have a second one, but you got to go short. What's up, my brother?
Well, he just have his privileges, you know. Anyway, you talk about Tim Evans. He's exactly that kind of dude you've been speaking about. Because back during when Al Washington passed away, the white boys, he thought he had a open door to walk into the mayor's office because I think at the time he was a pro-Tim or something like that. And then, you know, as a consolation prize, he got the office where he is today. So I didn't know that they had tried to get rid of him before until you mentioned it earlier on the program. And I'm not surprised that once you helped him keep his ass in office, he forgot about you. So that's all I'm calling. And then the second thing I forgot to say. You keep mentioning Barabbas. I'm more in tune to the biblical character Aaron, who was Moses' nemesis. If you remember, your dad was a preacher, so you probably remember that. So, okay. That's all.
Okay, so you say Aaron instead of Barabbas? Okay, I'll give you that one. All right. Anybody else on the line? Call us, the Maze Jackson Show. What's up? We're gonna be talking about Tim Evans after this. Call you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's going on?
Maze, what up, my boy? What's going on, bro?
What up? Maze? What up? Who there?
This is James.
What up,
James?
James, Big Slim, what up, dog?
Literally, listen, Maze. Listen to me, Maze. I'm driving down 48 faster, 48 faster Racine. Bro, I literally had to pull my truck over and get on. When I heard Brian, I'm like, wait. What the hell did he just say? I was going to hang up, but I said, don't stay on because I got to release this, man, because my blood pressure shot up. Oh, my God, man. I said, what the did he just say? Oh, my God. I'm so glad y'all cleared that up, bro. I wrote in the chat, man. I was going to go DEFCON 20 on this, but like, for real, bro? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know what station you on? So I'm glad Brian cleared that up. That was cleared up, man, because like y'all said, after that statement, I didn't hear shit he said. I was just.
So can I ask you a question, though? Can I ask you a question? So for everybody, now check this out, though, real quick, because James, I got you on, and you're bringing up this, and I think about how everybody was just so like, oh hell no, how quick we was about to cook Byron, right? Anybody cook the senator for Cassandra yet? See how we got selective outrage. Now we was getting ready to whoop the black man to here in eternity over a misunderstanding. Who got Cassandra's back when the white boy basically said the same thing?
If he was on this platform and I had some way to get to him, hell yeah, I'd have went in on his ass. Absolutely. And also, man, I want to say this, man. This will be the first time in 34 years, man, that I can honestly say I would not be going to the polls. Honestly, man, I'm just so I feel like you feel about dealing with black people. That's how I feel about dealing with these politicians in the Democratic Party and all the rest of these. Bro, it's pathetic, man. It is pathetic. You know, it's time to show that they sincere about us now. They care about us. That's a bunch of shit, man. And I'm looking at all these Negroes taking the money and promoting these damn people, man. But nobody wants to deal with our issues, man. Nobody. So you know what? I'm honestly say, first time in 34 years, man. I feel some type of way, but I gotta do it, man. I'm not going to the polls. I know a lot of people gonna probably say, well, you know how they try to, but I can't do it. I can't be that woman in this abusive relationship anymore. I'm tired of getting hit, and I'm not going across the street to get hit. Damn it, I'm just gonna be by myself.
You don't want you get a bigger house on the other side for that beating.
I can't take no more hits, man.
Man,
I can't.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Okay.
So I gotta tell you, man. So this is
one more thing, man.
Come on.
Listen to me. That song, that song. It's several songs, man. I've been looking for. That one song, "Why You Look So Good."
Why you wanna look so good?
I've been on YouTube.
Good,
yes.
oh good.
I can't find
nails done, and you really don't want. Why you gotta look so good?
Yes, where can I find that song, man?
Well, it should be on the playlist. If it ain't on the playlist, then we'll get it out. I'll get Riis to send me a single.
Playlist?
If you go on SoundCloud, there should be a "What's in It for the Black People" media playlist. If you put that in, it should be up there. But if not, I'll get Riis to do a playlist of all of the songs that we play, so y'all can have them and go find a place to get them and download them. I'll make that happen, James. Not a problem.
Okay, man. You brothers be good, man. Hey, Riis.
Yo.
I love you, black man.
Love you too, man. Love you too.
There it is, fam. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Did we take a break yet? Because I still ain't made it to Tim Evans. Y'all still cursing Byron out? Y'all still...
We good now.
I just like y'all want to curse. I'm just saying. So this me, though. I just want y'all to see how the black man do his thing. I know he Caribbean. But I just want to point out, the white guy said the same thing essentially to our sister. I know nobody want, right? But you, like, that's how I feel. Like, everybody, like, you know how, like, when the thing happened, it'd be like, so ain't nobody gonna say nothing? Y'all gonna be cool? Nobody gonna say nothing. You see how y'all felt when I let him just say it? You see how y'all felt? Maze, no, stop. Wait, address that. Now, because y'all waiting for me to do it all the time. See how y'all was all, you see how that works, though? That was perfect. That was a perfect example of how we do. Y'all was ready to form a lynch mob to get Byron the Caribbean. And in the meantime, it is an Irishman who done said the same exact thing and ain't nobody did nothing. Matter of fact, we got black people caping for him. I'm sorry. Do you see why it's so tough to do the Maze Jackson show? Everybody typing. Y'all type a letter, y'all send a tweet. Y'all Facebook post, y'all do anything to say it's not okay. The white folks, when they got the black, when he messed with the white girl, all the white people cracked up, went crazy. But y'all gonna whoop my ass on the show for letting Byron talk. Dang, we paralyzed. We sick, boss. It's the Maze Jackson show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Byron, you got a nomination for the vice president of the phone club.
Say what?
Dang, Byron. Look, Tennille done nominated you for the vice president of the phone club. Riis has seconded. All those in favor of Byron being the vice president of the phone club signify by saying aye. Go once, going twice. And you are now officially the vice president of the phone club. So, Byron, we will be expecting to hear from you regularly. So you and Katie will have an exec board meeting and let us know the rules of engagement on the phone. And Riis is now in your #1 fan club. But you got to remember whose show it is, Byron. Don't forget, because Riis will have you thinking, you know how these millennials will do.
I know who paid the bills. I know who paid the bills.
Maze Jackson.
It's the Maze Jackson show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through that Capitol window, breaching security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater. But she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history. All because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed. To certain rights we are not granted. The media's the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narrative. It's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know. I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know. I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis through on the ones and twos, and I'm about to wrap this thing up, but I did want to take a moment to talk about Tim Evans. Chief Judge Tim Evans is under white assault. Judge Tim Evans is under white assault. Riis, I don't know, listening audience, I don't know if you have heard or seen, but Tim Evans and white people blame Tim Evans and Kim Foxx for the outbreak of crime in the city of Chicago. As the chief judge, he has, been part of the no bail situation, and what has essentially happened, Riis, is that the white aldermen on the north and southwest sides have launched a campaign to do the unthinkable. What is the unthinkable? To unelect the sitting chief judge of Cook County. And what they are doing, Riis, is they are, to win an election for judges. Judges can't campaign, right? They can go places, but they really can't campaign. So they're usually at the mercy of their operatives, right? So usually you'll see a judge, and a judge will pay somebody to take them around. And you'll see a judge, and they'll come to an event, and it'll be somebody, let's say like Gator or whatever, and they walking around with the judge, and they doing the campaign, wearing the shirt or whatever. And judges pay a lot of money for people to be their campaign person, blah, 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 because they really can't campaign. They really have a challenge to fundraise. So what winds up happening, Riis, is you got to have a lot of money or you got to be picked to be a judge because you need to advertise, run, etc. And so the key to this is being slated by the party. Now, one of the safest things in the process is to be slated by the party, unless you're a black judge, as Howard Brookins found out. Because then the judge, once you're elected, you're up for retention, right? So to be retained as a judge, Riis, you have to get 60% of the vote. Well, the white folks are sending out letters, mails, emails, led by 42nd Ward Alderman Brendan Riley, who is experienced one of the biggest jumps in crime, telling white folks not to vote for Tim Evans. Ordinarily, this would be something that you could shirk off, Riis, if black people were dominant the way that they were back in the day. However, we're not, and they are launching a robust campaign on the north side of Chicago and in some southwest side areas to tell people to vote no on the retention of Judge Tim Evans. Now, something like this happened 4 or 5 years ago when Alderman Kerry Austin not Frank Bass, Tony Bass arranged a meeting between myself and Alderman Kerry Austin, who at the time was kicking me to the curb because I was on the Madigan hit list. And so all the black people were kicking me to the curb. So they had to have a secret meeting with me at Marshall Fields where nobody could see because we wanted to work together to save Tim Evans from the onslaught of white judges that was actually being led by progressive Cook County Board President Toni Preckwinkle, who made it her decision to take out Tim Evans, right? Black woman taking out the black judge in effect for a new white chief judge. Riis, it was an all hands on deck moment because Chief Judge Evans was concerned about losing, right? There was a real challenge. And basically what we did was we used race to beat back the challenge, right? And we shamed Toni Preckwinkle for being caught up siding with the white judge to take out Tim Evans. Now, at this point, Tim Evans was as humble. Judges are not humble. He was humble as I could call him. If I said, do this, whatever, he'd do it. Now, I wasn't making him jump through hoops, but I was saying, here's the people you got to talk to. You know how people get used to not campaigning and not having to do nothing? I was like, you got to work, bro. You got to campaign amongst these people. And he was able to win. Riis. The next day, I called him to congratulate. He didn't take my call. I assumed he called back because didn't invite me to the swearing-in ceremony. And then from that point on, with various issues with trying to help people, he's never returned the call. Never. Never since that day. And now, there is this onslaught about to happen. Right? The white folks, and what they did, Riis, was they waited to the last minute. They've been talking and conspiring. And then in the last minute, they have been sharing with their people who look for that palm card or who to vote for to say, vote yes for everybody but him if you want to stop crime. So now, we can't really gauge how real of a threat this is. But the fact of the matter, it's real. I have to ask, do we try to save the day again? Now, my guess is Tim Evans is going to be pretty close to winning. But he needs 40% of the vote to be retained. I'm not going to actively campaign against him. But how do you respond in a case like that? Right? Because now this is about to be the black people rally. This is going to be one of the more reasons black people got to turn out, because we got to save the chief judge. Right? And once again, Riis, it becomes one of those moments where black people, we got to blackety black it up. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know who Judge Evans' person is. Not sure the last time we've seen him. And I just wonder what Chief Judge Evans thinks about what happened to the sister. Oh, he probably can't say nothing. But, like, it's just interesting to me that we can be consistently ignored until it's time for the white folk. How many white passes do we give somebody? How many times do you get to say the white folks is coming for me without bringing something home? Without just walking around and being like the guy that gets to wave and shake hands. How are we doing with jobs, contracts, and opportunities at the county? Hey, Riis, can I tell you, when you save somebody like that, you know what they're supposed to do? They're supposed to call you and say, you got anybody running for judge? You know why part of the reason I helped them? Was because we knew we had black people that needed to be on the bench that he gets to pick. But you know what he don't want to do? He don't want that responsibility. Like, you want to take, but you don't want to have the same responsibility. If Ed Burke would have saved him, guess what, Riis? He could have picked any judges, any bailiffs, anything he wanted. We saved this dude. Guess what we got? Let out of jail. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not gonna bring a rope to the lynching, but I truly believe that black people need their own political purge. The reality is, 4 years ago, the black woman, in a pursuit of trying to get white votes, tried to hang him. Black people saved him, and he doubled down with the white folks, never returning to the black people. I won't go all the way back to the Harold Washington Daily deal, but I guess my question is, what do we need to do? Is the saving of, should black people be rallied to save Tim Evans? Now, let me tell you what. All the judges and all the black people going to say, we got to save them because they got something out of it. But I got to ask you what they putting back. Because guess what happens when you help the white guys? You know what they get, Riis? They get bailiffs. They get court reporters. They get jobs. They get all of that. We save people. We help people. We get no return call. Give me a call back. 872-259-7474. Riis, you got somebody on that line? Call her. You on the Maze Jackson Show. Caller?
What up, yo? Yeah, what up?
It's Jake, the Israelite. What up, Jake?
Oh, come on, son. Hey, bro. Hey, I heard Byron on the first go around. I heard exactly what he said. He speaks fast, but you know what I mean. I heard him, and I don't know why
act like Kim Fox is a judge or something, you know, and she's the one can have the power to let somebody out of jail. That's not her job. She's a district attorney. She can indict. I mean, she can, you know, that's not her job. They think we so stupid, man. That is not her job. She can't. If that's the case, I wish she could, but she can't, bro. She just can't. You know, they in her job form of the description. She just don't have that power. That she go, oh, well, let them out. Let that out. Yeah, and all set, man. That happened down here, man. That's crazy, though, bro. It happened down here, downtown Houston. But they acting like people, ain't nobody targeting rappers. First of all in their lyrics, that's all they talk about, drug selling and shooting. You know what I mean? He got hit by you know what I mean, by somebody else. They were shooting at somebody else and he got hit. But when you put that in the atmosphere, it comes back. You bring all they and Amigos, that's why they on WBBM or whatever. Amigos was one of the top selling groups, but what they talk about, how much drugs they sold in Gwinnett County, and you know what I mean, how they kill and shoot, and that's just what happened. I'm gonna get off the floor. I know it's about you, but I want to just read this to you real quick, bro.
Go ahead.
So you tell me what this means. This Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with the stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking in menaces as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite the scab of the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. And that day, the Lord will take away their bravery and their tinkling and ornaments about their feet and their cords and their tires, and like the moon, the chains, the bracelets, and the mufflers, the bonnets. Who wearing these bonnets today? The bonnets, the ornaments of the legs, and the handbags, the headbands, and the tablets of the earrings. So I don't know, y'all can they can get mad at that. How about that? So I ain't saying they the worst. I love them, but the daughters of Zion are hard. They are, and can't nobody say they ain't. And create also they run the household, and that's just what it is. So they can take that, and hope you don't ban me for that. But it is what it is. Right?
All righty.
All right, bro.
That is Jacob the Israelite calling in. All right, we got anybody? He was reading from the scriptures. We got any other callers on the line? Do we need to save Tim Evans this time? Or do we join? No, we ain't going to carry no rope. We ain't going to carry no rope. But does the black community need to save Tim Evans this time? What he got on the books? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show.
What's good, family? What's good? It's Devin, the Bear fan, bro. That's my new moniker, dog.
Devin.
Hey, bro. Hey, hold on, man. I want a tagline, bro. I want a tagline, dog. I want a tagline, bro.
Look, is he still on punishment? Hey, Riis.
No, I can't. I'm off of punishment. I'm off of punishment, bro.
But you know how you off punishment, like you know how you like you on probation, but you still gonna hit the blunt or something. Still go like you still do like that's what you just did. You still on probation.
You can't hit the
blunt. Okay, Riis. See, Riis understand. Okay, I apologize, bro. I apologize. But can I get I need a tagline, bro. I need a tagline, dog.
Your tagline is say that shit again. Go ahead.
Hey, dog. But real talk, bro. Hey, man. No, we shouldn't save Tim Evans, bro. I I honestly believe that we need to properly eulogize the past of this Harold Washington era and move forward into a more productive, cohesive, aligned Black Chicago. And Chief Judge Evans, I think he represents the path that we're trying to move away from. And I say this even after the fact of your comment of he didn't return the phone call. The returning of the phone call is like a handshake to me. If I say, hey, man, I'm going to call you, and I'm calling you, and you ain't picking up, you knew I was calling you. You knew that. So it's an intentional, deliberate avoidance, even disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like stuff like that, man. So I think we just move on. Quit playing save a hole to all these people, and that doesn't mean that we can't be friends or that don't mean nothing. It just means that I'm moving in a different direction, and that's what people should be free to do. And that's pretty much it, man. Like, I mean, we have to move forward, dog. We can't keep going back into the past. That's why we never have a plan for the future, because we always trying to save everybody in the past, and that's why we can't move forward. So we just have to
go ahead.
We just have to move. We just have to move forward, man. And I think he isn't the type of leader in this position that we really need to be carrying into the future. Thank you for his time. If you want a plaque or a proclamation from the black community, or a catfish nugget cookout, you know what I'm saying? Because we like catfish nuggets, and we can have a lot of biscuits, like with honey or syrup, molasses, or a lag of syrup, because people like butter and biscuits too, and so we can do that, but we just got to move on, man.
All right, there it is. That's my man. I think I'm about ready to take my chances, because if we can't get a call back from the black people who call you, then you definitely don't get no call back when they in the space. So hey man, I'm not advocating, but I would say that you're gonna have to show me. Have to show us. And I also gotta say, anybody invoking Harold Washington right now, can we please put a ban on Harold Washington use in this election? Please? Please? Because do we think anybody embodies Harold Washington right now? No. And it's almost like you rip the scab off every time you say it, because Harold Washington was a dream unfulfilled. He was. Go ahead, Sister Zakiya. I'm not saying that you shouldn't support him against a white judge, except you're not running him against a white judge. He's not running against anyone. He's running to retain his seat. See that? It's different. You're not voting for him against anyone. I'm not saying what you do. But I don't know that the Calvary, how many times you going to pull the Calvary? I feel like the football. Lucy in the football. Save me, save me, save me, black people. I'm one of you, I'm one of you, I'm one of you. We done saved you how many times? When it come back? And I do politics. I don't do altruism. So I know what happens when the white boys help. We know. White boys help, that's $100,000 and something in salaries. But no, black people will be altruistic. We got to just jump on. White boys be like, this is what you got to I'm jumping on, but I'm going to need to be in charge of the circuit courts. I'm going to need to be in charge of the juvenile. I'm going to need to be in charge of the whatchamajigam, because guess what? They control jobs and make their families better. Well, we get, do your civic duty as a black man in the memory of Harold Washington. He don't oversee no cases. Now, all right. Y'all, I'm not suggesting either way. What's that word? Ambivalent? I'm ambivalent. What's in it for the black people? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. Caller? It is the Mace Jackson Show.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hey, caller.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. I was calling about this here, Maze. If you remember, when Harold Washington first ran for mayor, all those aldermen and state reps, state senators, commissioners didn't bag him. They did not bag him. And Tim Evans was begging Jane Byrne, if you remember.
Uh-oh.
There's quite a few of them they did bag Harold Washington. You know, Sawyers was the first alderman to step up to bag Harold Washington. Then after that, it was Carol Moseley Brown. Once they saw Harold was going to win, that's when they all joined the bandwagon. They did not bag him at all. And a lot of them today, they're still living. They know who they are. So to bag Tim Evans, I would say yes, because he is a black man. You know, let's bag him, you know, but let him know, you know, where he starts at. Okay?
But here go my and so can I tell you I believe that in my heart, but the thing is he don't. We did that. We used that exact same mentality last time. Never returned the call.
Right, we did.
Never returned the call.
Right.
Never came back to the radio.
And you're right, I called.
Never came back to see us. Never came back to say nothing. And again, that's the dilemma that they put us in. He gonna make me do it. The white boys are gonna do it, and they're gonna win. When he goes to get the white boys' votes, he's going to promise them the world, and he's going to deliver for them. They're going to get the chief judge. They're going to get the sheriffs. They're going to get the bailiffs. They're going to get the court reporters. They're going to get, and I'm not suggesting that there are no black people in those spaces, but what I am saying is It's like when he deals with black people, we got to do it on our duty. When it's white people, it is a transaction. It is politics. Right. And so my thing is, do politics, homie. If you gonna be black, then come on. I need to see you when it's Black Day. I need you to see, and you need to be a participant. Now, if you gonna call up your blackness, right? If it's just the same thing as Tony Preckwinkle, the same thing with the Hyde Park crew. Them are the only people that white people will support. The Hyde Park black people. And they know it. And so essentially, they get to play us to the left by being black, but never having to meet our needs. He don't owe you nothing. He don't owe you nothing. And it's like, and then it'll, again, how you not going to come back? Now, are we going to see a radio tour? Have we seen the Cook County court system spend any of their advertising dollars with any of them? Like, fam, you got a whole suite of tools in your toolbox, and we ain't seen none of them for 8 years. Now, all of a sudden, we got to come on back. I'm not telling nobody not to vote for him, but you ain't getting me again. I am not rooting for your downfall because there are plenty of black people there. But the black people there need to be like, damn, Joe. Damn, how many times you got to be in a situation to recognize you got to be with your people, so you ain't got to. So now what's going to happen is he going to go call all the Afrostocracy and all these other people, all the black media outlets going to jump on the black bandwagon who ain't seen no dollars from the court, ain't seen nothing. Nothing. How many black people do we know from our team, from this generation, that are working there now? Can I tell you? I know for a fact he calls the white committeeman and says, hey, I got an opening.
I got you.
So I'm not against Tim Evans, but I'm not running up the hill again. I run up the hill for Negroes all the time, and they be like, I never knew you. Come to the party and be looking the other way. Man, I want to get on your show. Man, you got the black people. Then I come in the room, and they want to be somewhere else. Did any of these same people say anything about the white boy that attacked the sister? Nope. But now I got to go stand. As a man, I got to stand up and defend women and men. And then be in it by myself. No, I'm not going.
Right.
I'm not going.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. But I remember that day, those days, when he did not work with us. Tim Evans did not work with us. He did not.
Hey, man, it is better for black people to be with white folks. I bet you Tim Evans takes more. I bet you Tim Evans would take Ed Burke call. And Ed Burke was trying to get him gone.
He sure will.
Right? But now I got to kiss. So I don't got to be down with the people that fought for me, that fought from a different place. Now that the people that fought for me don't get the rewards, I'm going to go kiss the ass of the people who tried to take me out. So the hopes that they won't be doing the same thing again 4 years later.
Right. That's right. That's right. You're right about that. Absolutely right. I agree with you. You're
then
right.
They put their
blackness. I worked with his campaign.
Go ahead.
When he first ran, I worked with him when he first ran. And he told me, I need your help. I need your help. So, okay, I helped him. And I worked with Jesse White when he first ran. I didn't think no black man was going to win no Secretary of State then. But, hey, they both won. I felt good. And have I heard from neither one of them? Nope.
If you need a call back from Jesse White,
I work side by side with him.
I get your call back from Jesse White. Yeah. Tim Evans, I can't speak for. But I'm with you, man. And it's like, this is our thing. This is our conundrum. It's like we get to the spot, and the white boys know it. So they let you run up the hill because they be like, even if he wins, he's going to come kiss my ass and leave you out there. Like, no, you mean to tell me, Tim Evans? So when all the people writing letters, same dude. Same racial stuff that you wanted when it was to the benefit. Now it's all, man, thank you. I appreciate your call. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, later.
Give us a call, 872-259-7474. I'm going to wrap this thing up, but caller, I will take your calls. Am I crazy? What's up, caller? Caller, you there?
Shalom.
Israel King! You back? Did you bring me a Sky Dweller back, dog? If you came back here, now I seen you taking pictures with Tulsi Gabbard too, man. Did you smile? You better not have no smile.
I got somebody I want to talk to. One of the damn babies. Talk to this man, Jackson.
Hey, how are you, sir? I guess who you are. I'm Bob Kelsey from Berwyn, Illinois. I'm working on the Bailey campaign. I want to know one thing, though. You got a lot of valid points. But you got to press the fact that if your community does not get out to vote, Senator Bailey will not become governor. Everybody's got to get out to vote. That's the only way it's going to happen. You guys got to get that message out, man.
So I'm going to tell you this. I don't allow free Republican ads on my station because everybody want to tell me to get out the vote and vote for what? Send me Darren Bailey's Black Plan, right? I'm not. What I told you, Israel, and I'm going to give you the love, and the reason you straight is because you came on here with Israel. But I'm not Dan.
Okay.
I'm not Dan, right? Like, y'all, don't tell me to get out and vote. You spend money to tell the white boys to get out and vote. You spend money to tell everybody else to get out and vote. We got an advertising platform, but what y'all want to do is come to my platform, be free, then go somewhere else and spend money with people. That's the, Dan, that's the, look, Joe, check this out.
All right.
The campaign, this station has been here forever. It's been here. And essentially, 5 days before black people need to get out and vote, let me just say this.
Well,
King Israel is the man. So King Israel is the man. And your pass into this platform was through King Israel. So you got your free spot. You're going to hand the phone back to King Israel. Right? Please hand the phone back to King. No, take the phone. Take the phone, Israel.
I got it. He said Stephanie Trust who tried to get him that message. Somehow, I don't know if they tone deaf or broke. I don't know.
They not tone deaf. Let me just say this. I'm looking at, I know that there's no coordination, but we are looking at window signs. We are looking at lawn signs. We looking at TV commercials. I'm looking at all these other outlets carrying ads, and all of a sudden now nobody don't play me, man. Don't play me. King Israel. King Israel. This is your.
I'm right here.
Fam, you put him on the radio. Take the phone completely. Mm-hmm. He don't need to be on speakerphone. King Israel, you are a king in our community, which is why we gonna always take your call, and people can come with you, and you can bring them in, and we gonna give them a pass to come through. But I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm tired of getting played like a dumbass nigga, and I don't feel like somebody calling me up telling me your people gotta get out and vote, right? To get for Senator Bailey. Ain't nobody said we was for Senator Bailey. Ain't nobody said we was for neither. I'm not arguing over which white boy is better. King Israel, I got much love for you, fam, but you tell that white boy we're not arguing over which white boy is better. So don't try to use JB's bogusness to play me, because I'm not there. Neither one of y'all have showed us the respect that we should be. Thank you, King Israel. I appreciate your call. Y'all, think about the gravity of that. This white boy gets on my phone to tell me why we got to turn out to vote. Why don't you call your political consultant who told you to spend all that money on signs that we all know signs don't vote, and you tell them how to do it right? But I can't. And when somebody tell me Stephanie Trust, she the lieutenant governor, she try to tell you, and you ain't listen to her? What voice do I got? No, you want to hear, what you want is for me to be mad at Democrats, and then you can treat me like a dumbass nigga, and I can be telling your story. Because he mad at them, so now I should be telling, just because I'm mad at him don't mean I'm promoting your boy. And that is essentially what I was talking about with this voter suppression. We gonna starve y'all out and then make you gonna play Hunger Games. Then tell me what's good for me. You don't want to talk to me. No, what you want is to be a pass-through so you can use this platform to spew what JB ain't doing and you ain't did Jack Bone. Do y'all understand? And my challenge is, I want to empower my brother. The only reason, let me help y'all understand this. The only reason that white boy had access to this community is because somebody that I respect gave it to him. And that's how it's supposed to work. Like, the white boy don't get no pass. Shut up. What you say, King Israel? Now, white guy, you ain't special. The only reason you here, just like the white boys, just like JB come in the neighborhood and he come with black people, the reason that JB gets passes is because we respect Obadeli or Ricky or any of those people. But we ain't sweet. It's like, fam, the only reason you here, the only reason the deck ain't going up is because you got that person. I'm tired. I'm tired of having to choose between bad and worse. I'm tired of having to choose between which white boy is better, with none of them offering anything of substance. You want to take advantage of the fact that JB ain't did nothing, but you ain't got no plan to do nothing. You want to put somebody on TV. Yeah. You don't really want a meaningful relationship with the black community. You looking for a Frankenstein moment. A Frankenstein Messiah. You don't want to meet us on our own terms in our own place and talk to us at the same level. No, what you want is, you want to pay you some niggas that can come around and make noise and disrupt. How many black strategists you got? Don't tell me about the guys that put down the signs. Don't tell me how many black people on your team that have some real political experience. Not because you don't want that, because what you don't want is nobody that can tell you that that's some bullshit. You don't want to talk to me for real, because then you got to have a real conversation. I don't care about your little stupid money. That's the problem with all of these people. They can't figure me out because they can't buy me. Niggas usually jump when we come around. So when you see Dan Proft and he got $1 million, all niggas running around chasing behind him. So he got a string. So I don't need Maze. That's cool. I don't want to be there. But don't try to use me. Don't try to leverage me. Don't play me like I'm dumb. You don't love us. Neither one of you do. And how many times have you heard me say, I will not argue over which white boy is better? Have I not said that on numerous occasions? You got to get on here, because Senator Bailey ain't never been nowhere. Did Senator Bailey make his ass up here? Nope. And then what he gonna do is gonna come in and be like, I'm gonna pay everybody else but Maze because you. No, hell no. Spit, like I told y'all before, right? They don't want to do ad buys. They want to do PR buys. So I'll pay you. I don't want to respect your brand and respect your reach. What I'd like to do is just buy you so I can put you on my D2 and be like, I bought me another nigga. I knew it. And then the other side be like, look, you took money from them because you a sellout, because black people don't even understand political money. You don't know the difference between an honest broker and an operative. And quite frankly, our media is not honest brokers oftentimes. They're operatives. You mean to tell me I'm calling up here talking about Tim Evans? Tim Evans. And the white folks say, ooh, they're discussing their pain. And what happens? Black people's pain is turned into commodity. It's commoditized for white folks. I can't keep doing this. Because we not all rowing the same way. We not all, I am in no way, shape, or form perfect. But I'm not down so bad that either one of them gets to put me up and be like, see? Holy moly. The dog barking on the head, you getting ready to piss me off, one. I want them brothers to do, but don't use me. Here goes my thing. Like, the premise is always, get your money, but don't be trying to pimp me in the process. Huh? You want to talk to me? No, you're listening to what I'm saying, and you're like, ooh, here's my chance to take advantage of it, because King Israel got you listening. Can you talk to him? Yes, King Israel can always get through. But fam, you got to watch who you bring into the picnic. Because you might be cool with the white boy, but I ain't. I don't know him. And every time I've been in a situation, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican, and it comes to this platform, it is to take advantage of us. JB wanted to talk 4 years ago after he called us. He said we was least offensive. I let it happen. Came up here, he talked. It was the worst day ever. And came back and did all this, didn't do nothing he talked about. Yeah, man. That one just blew me today. All right, I'm done for the day. I can't. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson, where every single day we ask, Riis, you got anything you want to say before we go? I'm sorry.
This was a hot one today.
Man, Byron, I thought Byron was going to set it off. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that built us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that built us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals and red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play